Good evening, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully I'm not a robot. And yes, welcome to Fugu FrenZy round number 2. We're at the Red Bull Ring. We are taming the bull. And yeah, this one should be a good one. So, hello, everybody. Yes, good luck to anybody who is racing tonight. Just be aware, not a robot. Woohoo, we're winning already. We are literally at the Red Bull Ring. It's cloudy. So, a part of this championship is we progress throughout the day. So we started off at 8:30 at Blue Moon Infield A, which we'll look at in a little bit. And now we're at 10:45, I think it is, at Red Bull Ring. Obviously, this race was originally going to be in the wet. But it turned out that when I did my testing, it was obviously wrong because it was dangerous in the wet, like super dangerous. So we're doing it in the dry. The wet race is at the end of the season as we get some chat in that bottom left. And as you can see, Scourge has done a 42-1. But we'll talk about qualifying in just a little bit of time because like last time, we do have a little bit of a program. Now, I will apologise in advance. The program is not as in-depth as last time because Premiere Pro has decided to change everything all in the past few days, and now it doesn't want to do stuff and it keeps crashing my computer. So, yes, in fact, I can tell you the grid walks were only just finished at 10 to 8 tonight. So, yes, it's been very tight, but we got there in the end. But as you can see in this first lobby, we have a range of names. We've got some new names. Some names you might recognise, some old school names from YouTube as well in here. So let's first off just jump to Taming first. We have Shouty Boy, who's done a 142.003 there. That's not a bad time at all. Super dangerous sounds more fun though. That's very true. So Taming was in the battle for the fight for the lead last time. Came P3 last time in qualifying. We'll have a look at how Taming did in qualifying. Obviously he did alright because he's in the top split. We have 4 splits tonight, of course. So in the Pennzoil livery once again. Let's have a look at who is next. We have Scourge, who's been off track, of course. Oh, I love this. So Scourge there in that livery. Now I'm going to get some of these liveries wrong. Yes, Taming is less shouty now. That's very true. As Taming has joined Jim. So Jim is obviously one of the racing teams, a part of, well, it's the junior team of Williams Esports, if you really want to know. We then have Bex. So Bex in more of a plain livery here. Remember, we do have stream freezing for anyone else. Hopefully not. It shouldn't be. No, it's all fine on my end. I'm very confused if it is. Do let me know if there's any issues. I can read chat on the fly, but Bex in just a plain silver livery there. Of course, we do have the livery competition, which any driver can enter. We have 5 prizes this year. I've got the stream on my left as well, and it's working fine for me so far. We jump to Tsushia in this livery, the Falcon livery, I think it is. There we have it, the Falcon livery. We'll see how Tsushia did in qualifying shortly. As we jump to Giz now. Now, Giz did very well last time. Was in the battle. So stream frozen. It's weird. I'm not sure what happened there, folks. As I say, I've got no drop frames, and it's all green on my side. So YouTube must be having a bit of a moment, of course. Of course it would on Fugu FrenZy Day. But yeah, Giz did very well last time. See how Giz gets on this time. As we then jump to Jomas for Team Lazarus, just improved on the time there. You see how close it is. Look at that, 3 temps covering those drivers at the moment. Have we missed somebody there? Because I think somebody jumped up. Doc Brown jumped up above Giz there. So we'll jump to Doc Brown now. As we'll just get a better camera. So we do have Doc Brown there in a lovely, lovely designed car there, powered by Greddy. We then have Oink. Now, Oink's an old school YouTuber for Gran Turismo and has joined the championship. There you go. You get the iconic pig on the side of the car. It's always good to see. Yeah, I'm sure YouTube's just having a moment. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. We'll always bring it. Oh, he's gone in the pit, so we're going to have to jump to somebody else. Let's jump now to Lost Shelty in P number 10 at the moment. So they're just having a bit of a practice here. That colourful livery there. And we haven't looked at R. Clark yet, so let's jump to R. Clark. Just coming up to the sharp right-hander. This is obviously a big overtaking spot, this right-hander. So we've got the blue and black livery of R. Clark there. We have Rapid GT. Now that livery features a lot in the intro. Lovely looking livery. As we jump to W1 now. Somebody's on the, I thought it was Tsushia on the outskirts of the circuit there. I noticed that. So W1 in there, in the array livery. We then... Oh, I've missed max range. We'll jump to max range in a second. We have Mapman here. And then finally, we have max range. So there are your 14 drivers as Tsuchiya comes back on circuit there. No idea where Tsuchiya's been. But how did these drivers get in here, first of all? Well, let's actually go to qualifying and let's see what happened in that qualifying session. Qualifying at Red Bull Ring happened over 16 sessions, with one session happening last Sunday, with the rest being last Saturday evening for a 4-hour period. 72 people ended up qualifying, so once again we're truly global here. People from all around the world taking part in this Fugu FrenZy round number 2. Now, before we have a look at all the times that happened in qualifying, let's have a look at who came in the top 10 and who actually performed their very best in this round 2 qualifying session. So we started off with session 1 and Tsuchiya being the dominant force in session 1. Comes across the line on the first lap with a 1:42.3, but goes on to improve to a 1:42.095. Very fast early pace there from Tsuchiya. We're then going to jump to Giz. Now, Giz, obviously a very, very fast performer from the previous round, heads towards the line here. What's Giz going to get initially here? A 1:42.490. Does Giz go on to improve, though? Let's find out as we head towards the line once again. Giz gets a 1:42.3. As we jump to Scourge now, chasing Giz down. They see purple, so heading towards the line. What kind of lap time is this going to be? It's a 1:42.4 there for Scourge. Goes on to not improve on the second lap. We jump to Mapman now, also in session 1 here. Heads towards the line. What kind of lap time will Mapman get? As we are looking at the top 10 here. 42.7 initially. Now, was Mapman going to improve at the end of this lap? Let's find out as Mapman heads towards the line. Does not improve there, just a little bit later on. So Dot Brown now, session 2, go to a different session, heads towards the line here. Is it going to be P1? No, it's not. Has to look to try and improve here, does Dot Brown. But on the second lap, heads towards that line, gets it nailed there with a 1:42.692. We jump to session number 6 now, and Antimix. So Antimix got P3 the last time. Was up on both laps, but was very close last time on both line laps. Let's see what Antimix does this time. Heading towards the line here, and Antimix sets off there with a 42.2. Very, very fast lap. Straight off the bat. Does Antimix go on to improve, though? That is the question. Just a 007 improvement there. With Lost Shelty in the same session here, chasing down Antimix. And let's see what Lost Shelty gets on this first flying lap. Lost Shelty gets a 1:42.525. On the second lap, does Lost Shelty improve? There's no purple to the left there. So is it going to be an improvement? No, it's not. Just loses out there. We then jump to session number 8, and we have Oink83, new competitor to the championship, a very old school GT YouTuber, of course, but heads towards the line does Oink, and Oink sets off there with a 1:42.9, not the lead driver so far, Monte getting that at the moment, but does Oink go on to improve? Of course Oink goes on to improve there, a 1:42.612. We now jump to session number 10, and we have Jomas. Now, Jomas was obviously the pole sitter last time. Is Jomas going to get pole this time? That is the question. Heads towards the line on the first flying lap, and that is a 1:42.100. That is not quite pole position. But we jump to Jomas on the second lap here, and you can see Jomas is purple there by 0.045. The question is, can Jomas actually turn that in to the pole position time? We fast forward a little bit here. You can watch Jomas through the last sets there. Welvin track limits, heads towards the line. Is it going to be pole position, which is a 0.95, remember? No, it's not. So Jomas is not the pole sitter for now. As we jump to Bex here, Bex in session number 12 comes through here. Very quiet session number 12 here. 2 drivers. But let's see what Bex gets on their first line lap. That's a 42.532. Very quick opening lap here. As we jump to the end of the second lap for Bex. Bex heading towards the line. Here's the last of the top 10 drivers, of course. Where's Bex going to be placed? 42.443. So a good improvement there for Bex. 2 good flying laps there for Bex. Here are your overall lap times, or qualifying times then for round 2. You saw the top 10 there. You can see it there. Tsuchiya, your pole sitter. Congratulations to Tsuchiya there with that lap, a 0.95. A very, very quick lap there. And beating Jomas as well, which is nice to see. We jump to P11 to P20 now. We've got Rapid GT in there. And obviously, the first split is Art Clark, the last of the drivers there in P14, 0.680. Even Steven taking pole position in that split too. Continue on down the list. You can see how close it gets there. We actually have a joint time. We've got 0.091, 0.091, 0.092. How close is that? I've got to say that is unbelievably close between Murray, Mikey and Rascal there. So we continue on then to P31 to P40. Again, very close times here. You know, every 10th, every 100th, every 1000th matters here. You know, you can really go up positions in terms of the grid. We head towards the last split now, so P43, Hod's Night 1 on pole position in split number 4. We have had a couple of dropouts, so, you know, it was 72 competitors. We have had 2 drop out since qualifying as we head now towards the last of the grid there. Aldi, Adamore, first of the reserves. So Adamore, remember, you know, be ready in case somebody drops out at the very last second as we continue on there. Hansa, Andy Reeves, Stealth Slug. And then we're going to jump to our final set of competitors there. A few crashes in there. I know Lewis had a big crash, but very sportsmanlike conduct there by Lewis to wait off the track until a competitor went through. That is your qualifying standings. All 70 drivers there. You're going to watch the top 56 race in this race tonight. But yeah, without further ado, I hope you enjoyed that qualifying. Let's jump to myself as we look a little bit more at the top split and we get ready for that opening first race. Welcome back then to the lobby as we see Antimix going backwards. Are we all ready for a race now? It's been 15 minutes. I think it's time for a race. Let's just warn the drivers that we are about to go in just 1 second. And let's have a look at what we had last time, which was the grid walk. Split 1 then, here we go. You saw the people on the front row. Sushia and Jomas there, with row 2 being Antimix and Giz. Row 3 for Scourge and Bex. They're very close times there with row 4. Shelty and Oink. Row 5 we have Dot Brown and Mattman, with row 6 being Rapid GT and Max Range. 2000 separates those. Row 7 W1 and R Clark. That is your split 1 grid. Are we ready for the first race then? It's about to begin, folks. Split 1, the top split. Let's see what happens here. As we get ready, the grid should be set. Everybody should be ready and raring to go here. As we just get prepped there, you can see the pulsage there. Sushia getting that by 5,000ths of a second. I mean, how about that? As we get ready here now, we're just waiting for the lights to all go red and then go green. Remember, it's standing start, no traction control. They've got drivers that have to judge this. As we get ready. And we are racing here. Looks like Sushi's on a bad start. Jonas had a brilliant start there. There's going to be side by side both rows, first and second row there as they head towards turn 1. Jonas has got the lead already. Heading towards turn 1. Jonas in the lead. Giz up the inside of Sushi there. A little bit of contact. Antimix takes full advantage of that as they continue on out the first corner. Scourge on the inside of Giz as well. I think Giz gave that up there. Good sportsmanlike conduct as we head towards turn number 2 here. This is an unbelievable start here from a few people. Look at that, 2-3 wide further back as they come down in towards this right hand. And now Oink on the inside there. We need to go a bit further back. So she has gone off there. Dirty Tires having a big impact here. Scourge is holding back there as well. A few instants. So she is back on there in P6 as well as they continue on down towards turn number 3. This is also a big braking zone. Lots of opportunities for overtaking here as we head down towards there now. As Giz looks on the inside of Antimix. We've got Dot Brown, Oink on the inside of Sushia still. Sushia's been side by side with somebody the entire lap so far. But the whole field there right in your vision. What a start we have here, folks. What a start indeed. In towards left-hander Sushia still side by side. My word, what a great start for Sushia. From P1 down to P6, but pulling it back now. Mattman on the inside of Oink there. Going to get that move done as well as through the left-hander. There you go. Oink's going to run a little bit wide here. Going to come back on. You do have to be careful about that little curve bug there. They're going to be a 3 wide further back as well. We continue to watch this mid-pack battle so far. It's taking us back to the Mini Madness days. There's W1 on the inside of Oink. Oink's dropped a load of positions there, going side by side with Sushia for most of the lap. And a little bit of contact there. Oh, Beck's getting all sorts of sideways. Big moment there for Bex. They're going to be 3 wide, 4 wide coming out of the last corner. I'm not expecting this at Red Bull Ring, my word. Alcott right behind Oink here as they continue towards turn number 1. It's still Jonas leading away from Antimix and Giz, but as they head towards this right-hander now, Side by side there with Scourge and Max Range. They make it work so far. Max Range, going to have to be careful of those tyres. And through there they go. But what a start here. We've got a battle further up there. Sushia and Doc Brown there side by side. Sushia's on the inside though. Oh, is it going to be a move for P2 potentially? No, not quite. Sushia's got that move done on Doc Brown there as well. W1 on the inside of somebody there. I think that was Matman. Bex on the inside of Matman now as well. Matman just run out wide a little bit here. Still side by side. Unbelievable racing this. I'm going to have no voice again at the end of this. I can see that happening at the moment. But Scourge on the inside of R. Clark here. Rapid GT in there as well with a bit of slipstream. Hoping to potentially get the move down in towards that right-hander here. As here we go, Oink on the inside there of somebody as well. Look at that, 3 wide. They're 3 wide here. Bex, Oink, and who was that? Matman, I think. It was Matman indeed. Oink, I think, gained 2 positions out of all that. I did want to have a look at turn number 2 again on lap 1 here. But at the moment, the drivers are absolutely going ham for this. And a lovely bit of racing so far. But now they align astern as they head towards that left-hander. Look at that for a stream of cars. Superb bit of racing to start us off here tonight. Stream of cars as Bex goes for the move on Oink there. That's a gear change. The gear changes. Obviously, there's a little bit of delay between those gears. Got to be careful of that. But Bex on the inside of Oink now in towards the right-hander here. 2 silver cars side by side. They make it work. Look at that lovely driving. And Oink gets that position. Through there they go, line astern. What a lovely bit of racing that was. And they continue on now towards lap number 3. Bex looking to try to get the move done again on Oink. Oink's going to have the slipstream though, surely, as they head towards turn number 1. I want to jump towards the front and have a look what's going on there in terms of gaps. But Bex on the inside of Oink, heading towards turn 1. Going to get this move done and dusted. Wow, what a move by Bex. Superb effort. Oh, all sorts of sideways there. Oink's going to have a little bit of a comeback here. Down the inside. Matman's going to try to go down the middle. Oh my word, they're going 3 wide here, heading towards turn number 2. Oh, this is brilliant racing. This is fantastic racing. This is why I do this. This is why the stress of the past few days has been absolutely worthwhile already. As Oink's leading that pack. I've missed the pack there. Let's go back to it. Rapid GT on the inside of R. Clark there. Scourge in there as well. Oh, they're losing the pack up ahead though. They have to be careful about this. It's all good racing, but you want to race for the positions further up. As we continue on now, Max Range and Bex there side by side, heading down towards the right-hander once again. Scourge on the inside of Oink there. A very, very, very last-ditch move there. Looks like it worked just, ran a bit wide. Oh, Scourge has got all sorts of sideways there as well. I'm not sure how happy Oink will be with that one. We'll have to wait and see. It was a good little dive, but running out wide there, 3 wide. Ooh, it's all getting side by side. This is lap 3. I thought it was lap 17 for a second. Oh, Scourge has run out wide there as well. As I got that side by side. I'm not sure. I think Oink's dropped a fair few places there, back down to P14. So got a lot of work. Oh, Oink's gone. Oink's spun there, lost the rear, dirty tyres, and gonna have a lot of work to do to catch up. But with everyone fighting side by side so much here, 4 wide, 3 wide into this right-hander, it does not work, guys. But they make it work. They actually make it work. Fair play into the right-hander again we go. Oh my word, what a start to the race. Wow, I think that was more side-by-side action than blooming in field A. But they all line astern now, so it all calms down a little bit. Oink's just in there as well, so Oink should get back in that picture again shortly. 17 laps here, remember, so lots of time to catch up. There's a little bit of side-by-side action with Max Range, and I didn't see who else that was. In fact, has somebody just spanned? Rapid GT's just spanned there. I wonder whether Rapid GT and Max Range were side by side. We'll actually click that and see if we can have another look at that one there on the old replay. So going into turn number 1 here, Max Range. Oh, it looks like Rapid may have run a little bit wide, gone full throttle on the exit, and dirt on the tyres and just gone into the barrier there. So Rapid with a lot of work to do to now catch up there. Let's jump now to the lead battle. Which is Jomas. Antimix is right on the tail of Jomas again. This is like blooming in field A the first time. Here, into towards the left-hander we go. So, is Antimix going to try and beat Jomas this time? We'll have to wait and see. Giz is in there in P3, but they are pulling away a little bit. Sushia's still in there after that really bad start. Drop down to P6, back up to P4 now. Plenty of time to get back into that podium position. Potentially challenge Jomas later on. Lost Shelty's in there as well with Doc Brown. And then there's a bit of a gap then to P number 7, which is W1, who has broken away from Matman, who's involved in the crazy battling that was going on earlier with Scourge, Bex, R. Clark, Max Range. Oink was in there as well. So we'll see how the gap with Oink and Max Range. It's 2.7 at the moment. We'll keep an eye on that in this race. But for now, It's line astern here in the mid-pack, which is amazing to say on lap 4. I was expecting on lap 1. Oh! Max Range runs a little bit wide there. Got a lot of dirt on the tyres. We'll see if Max Range can do turn number 1. As you can see, it looks like Lost Shelty's on right at the back of Tashia there. Oh, we've got a battle a little bit further up. That's R Clark looking at Bex. Bex runs a little bit deep. R Clark says, thank you very much, I'll have that. And takes that position away. Max Range has survived that turn number 1 as well. I assume that gap has come down very quick. Look at that, 8 tenths that gap's come down. So Owen could be back in that picture very, very soon. Let's jump towards this battle then. P4, we got Doc Brown and Lost Shelty in here. Very, very close together. And yeah, apparently YouTube's having a bit of a moment, so just try different resolutions. But Doc Brown looking down the inside here of Lost Shelty in towards the right-hander. Let's try and get it done. Oh, it's very tight here, and oh wow, lovely little bit of side-by-side action here between Lost Shelty and Doc Brown, but Lost Shelty's going to have the inside line here in towards the left-hander, and going to keep that position for now, I would think. And does indeed. So keeps that position as we continue on with the race. Antimix still behind Jean-Mas there, just saw that in the distance. Tashia is catching Giz there. 100% catching. Tashia is on a mission, I imagine, especially after that start. Let's jump to the craziness of this mid-pack battle, which has Scourge, R Clark, Bex, Max Range is in there as well. Oinks slowly coming back onto the back of the pack as well. So I imagine Oink will get right in the thick of this again. Fantastic bit of commentary. Thank you so much. If anyone does have any questions, by the way, make sure you do fire them in chat. More than happy to answer any questions you have. And this is the last month you can join this championship, by the way. So if you want to join, you've got until the end of this month, and then no more. You can't join it after that. So the end of July is it's it. So, you know, check out the description in terms of the PDF, the rules, and the entry form. It's all down there. As we continue on towards turn number 2 here, Jean-Mas still leading the way from Antimix. Antimix does have the fastest lap there, a 41.8. That's the fastest lap we've seen anywhere. Obviously, Slipstream just having that little bit of an impact. But Antimix is closing on Jean-Mas here. Good exit out of that right-hander. And you can see that 3.5 tenths. That gap will slowly come down here. You see we get down towards that 3/10 marker. And yeah, line astern there. Let's have a look further back. So Giz and Tashia, I imagine that battle's going to hot up soon. Lost Shelty still leading Doc Brown. Doc Brown just had to straight line the braking a bit more there to not hit Lost Shelty. As we have this big pack of cars here. R Clark, Max Range is in there. Oinks there as well. 1.8 seconds now, that gap. I'm not actually 100% sure what the slipstream is now, because they did change that recently. And unfortunately for Rapid GT at the moment, just that bit further back. I mean, we can have another look at this to see what actually happened with Rapid. Looks like he just lost it, really. I mean, I can't see what else happened there. Let's see if we can watch it from Max Range's perspective. So coming down towards turn number 1 here. Ooh, there's a little bit of contact there. And it looks like the speed and the momentum carried on there. So that might need investigating by the stewards. We do have penalty systems and stewards all ready to go. So if anything, it does get reported. So what happens with the reporting system, to give you an idea, is that literally, if you want to report a driver, you yourself will also get investigated. It's just a bit of fairness. So you both get investigated. You will have some strikes ranked up, basically. And if you get to 5, there's a time penalty. If we deem an incident to be serious enough that it just needs a time penalty straight off the bat, we can do that as well. All the rules are in the description if you're interested in all that sort of stuff. Your event is so amazing. Hugs from Brazil. Cheers, Diego. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. And we do have a battle still for the lead here. Antimic's not gone for it just yet. Struggling to overtake, but 41.6 now, that fastest lap. Really bringing it down. But let's jump further back here. Lost Shelty, Doc Brown. Line astern for these drivers. And at the moment, it's staying that way at the moment. Doc Brown maybe not wanting to fight it too much. What's that gap's W1? 2 seconds-ish. As we come through there. Now let's have a look at this big battle here. So P9, this was the insane battle. It was actually a battle for P8, but Matman somehow broke away out of all that fighting. We were 2, 3, 4 wide there. Oinks got on the back of Max Range now as well, as they come through the left-hander. And they continue on to the second left-hander. Now, as I say, you've got to be very careful on the exit here. There is a little bit of a curb glitch. So right here on this curb, you've got to be very careful. Our Clark uses all of the curb there. If you just clip the inside of it and nothing else, it can spin you around. You do have to be careful. It's like a number of tracks, this glitch. So just be careful when using curbs when racing in this game. Still line of stern here between Scourge and... Oh, Scourge got a little bit sideways there. His bet's going to go for a move here. That gap is coming down slowly but surely, and it's just staying the same there. So that was obviously a gear change of potential. Oh, I just saw a little bit of a moment there between Lost Shelty and Dot Brown. So we've got pairs of battles here. We've got a battle for the lead, a pair. We've got a battle for P3, another pair. We've got a battle for P5, another pair. It's pairs all over the show here. They're pairing up. It's like Noah's Ark all over again. And then you have W1 and Matman. Hopefully they'll make a pair. Oh, we got a battle further back. I saw that. Here we go. Beck, Scourge, R. Clark's in there as well. They're 2-3 wide. Oink's going for the move as well further back. Looking for the move on Max Range. Max Range goes very deep here. Oink's going to get the move done there. Superb driving there by Oink. Absolutely superb. As they continue on, they're going to be side by side. Oh, GT Plus Racing, thank you so much for that. I haven't got alerts on the screen, but thank you. Basically no slipstream anymore for road cars. There's a little bit in there because Antimix has got a 41.6, but it's not huge. It's not huge in this championship anyway. But Oink gets that position from Max Range. So Oink up into P12. Going to look to try and get into that. Oh, Max Range just clips the gravel there. Going to look to try and get into that battle for P9, which is a little bit further up. This battle for the lead, is it any closer? It's a lot closer now. Look at that, 1.5 tenths between Jomas and Antimix. They head towards the double right-hander, the last sector. Through there they go, and Antimix just backed off a little bit, going for the second one. So Jomas has to run a really nice race here. Ooh, I say he has to run a really nice race. Gets a little bit sketchy on the exit there. As Antimix is all over the back. Now we've got Giz and Tsuchiya. Tsuchiya is definitely closing on Giz here. So I'm expecting some potential overtakes there happening soon. Line of stern still for Lost Shelty and Dot Brown. And then we've got W1 in the middle of no man's land, basically. Same for Matman, who's got Beck, who's a little bit closer here. So this is the big battle here. We'll try and have a look at what happened on the previous lap with these two drivers. And yeah, Oink's already broken away there from Max Range, so going to look to try and catch up to that gap. Oh, we've got action further ahead, actually. Our Clark and Scourge there, side by side, heading towards the right-hander here. And our Clark got the advantage, being on the inside, of course. And Oink will be wanting this to happen, just so Oink can actually catch up. But through there we go, our Clark with a nice clean move there on Scourge, up into P10. Every position matters here. It's a 2-point difference in terms of positions as you go up. The top 3 positions are 4-point difference, I think, from memory. Just to give you a bit of an idea of championship points. But let's see if we can have a look at what happened with Bex and R. Clark and Scourge on the previous lap. So he's at the first corner, and Bex got a run on Scourge. That just left enough of a Fugu FrenZy car there, or a Fugu-sized car, should I say. As we head towards the right-hander, R. Clark was then looking to try and get the move done as well. Bex gets that move done nice and easy, and R. Clark looked towards the inside. I think maybe touched Scourge there and backed off just so Scourge could regain some ground. So good little move there as we continue on. Is tyre wear and fuel on? No, it's not. We don't have that on. I don't believe in the tyre wear and fuel in this game, so we don't have it on. But into the right-hander we go, lap number 10 now. This is going very fast. Oh, Jomas runs a little bit wide there. So, going to have dirt on his tyres. This could give Antimix a bit of an opportunity. That gap going down to 2 tenths. It's now 1.5 tenths. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. Is Antimix going to look for the move here? Potentially going to look for the move down the inside. Not quite. I'm surprised Antimix didn't go for that. Jomas will have dirt on his tyres. So, Antimix not going for it just yet. So that gap. Stay. Oh, we got moves further back here. So she's gone for a move. And it's not quite worked out. We'll see if we can have another look at that. And Dot Brown's actually overtaken Lost Shelty. I've missed all the action. How about that, folks? Let's see if we can have a look at what happened here with Tsuchiya and Giz. So Tsuchiya up towards the right-hander, which is where I thought Antimix would make the move here. So Tsuchiya down the inside. Outbroke himself slightly. Giz goes, thanks very much. I'll have that one back. And then through he goes. Nice and easy there. So Tsuchiya, all the work to do once again. Now, I'm not sure what happened with Dot Brown and Lost Shelty. We didn't see that happen. It's going to go down to the finish line between Jarvis and Antimix. It sure is. So they're the championship leaders at the moment as well. So, you know, Antimix will want to get ahead there to tie the points up. Best 4 or 6 rounds count, of course. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, well, very well driven by Giz. That saw what was happening and took full advantage of it. It's very hard to do that, you know, to use your radar and try and get a good judge. But into the right-hander we go. And Dot Brown... Is Dot Brown pulling away from Lost Shelty? I'm not 100% sure there. We're going to jump back towards this battle for P9, which our Clark now leads from Bex. Oh, they all run slightly wide there, especially Bex. Now, we do have penalties off. No one's abusing it from what I can see, so, you know, I'm not too worried about that, but you're going to have dirt on your tyres there. Is Bex. A Scourge looks down the inside here at turn number 1. Going to get this move done, surely, down the inside. Job done. Through Scourge goes up into P10. And Oink's just getting on the back of this now as well, so Oink will be looking to try and make some moves here. And you can see a lot of the grid still further up ahead, so plenty of chances here for people to make moves. In terms of what's happening further up here, the battle for P3 is on. Tsushia is right on the gearbox of Giz here to head down towards the right-hander. Dot Brown did it at turn 3, the last... Ah, okay, fair dues. Into the right-hander we go. I know Dot Brown was looking at there. He was testing his braking, it looked like, because every time he was braking later and later and later, really testing it out. But Tsushia right in the gearbox here with Giz now. So there's a 3.5 second gap then to the battle for P1. So I'm not sure whether Tsushia can get involved in that. We'll have to wait and see. But Giz is going to want to keep this position. Got to hold it though for 6 more laps. It's going to be a killer one to hold. It really, really is. But we'll have to see what happens. I mean, there's been some fantastic racing throughout this already. And we continue on here. As Giz still leading that. And Tsushia. Ooh, having a little look. Trying to get Giz a little bit nervous now. And Hansi, you legend, thank you so much. Great racing and amazing commentary. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. I'm glad you're enjoying it. As through the right-hander we go, and Tsushia is right behind now. Got a better run as well. Looking to try and get the move done here. Show the nose. Scare Giz into a mistake here. Is it going to happen? As they head towards turn number 1 again. Here we go. As Giz in the braking zone, and Tsushia, looked like Giz just touched the curb there a little bit, and Giz is going to have a big run here. Look how close Giz is here. Oh, this is close. This is very, very close. This is where the move's on now. Tsushia got the run there. Giz under the braking, just slightly clipped the rear tyre on the curb. That's caused a little bit of braking inefficiency, and Tsushia down the inside in towards the right-hander. Going to outbrake himself this time, yes or no? Oh, Giz goes for the cutback. Clever move. Absolutely brilliantly clever move. Look at that. How well can you play that one? That's unbelievable. Tsushia and Giz stay side by side here as they continue on now down towards the right-hander. Giz on the inside of Tsushia. Oh, Tsushia wants to get past bad. Giz says no. Ian, more scissors, you legend. Thank you so much. As through we go, and Giz keeps that position. Oh, what a brilliant piece of driving from Giz. Oh, my word, that is some awesome driving. Fantastic, absolutely brilliant stuff. So Tsushia now has to look for a way past again. Oh my word, beautiful stuff. And you can see Tsushia's getting a little bit frustrated, I think. Just a little bit frustrated, running a little bit wide there, but they continue on through the circuit. Right, what's happening further back now, folks? Let's see if we can get an idea. Lost Shelty still behind Dot Brown. W1 and Mapman are closing up as well. And Bex has broken a little bit away from Scourge. Oinks. No, that's still the same as it was. Our Clark's broken away, actually, from looking at that. Our Clark's broken away a lot here. So that's what's changed further back. Just trying to keep an eye on what's going on. So Oink's all over the back of Scourge now. So we'll see what they can do. Just ran a little bit tight there to that corner. Right. Here we go. Battle for P3. The podium fights. As Giz, I think, does that a lot better. Look at the momentum Giz carried through that time. Not sure a move's going to be made this time. As you can see, that gap slowly closing with the slipstream, but that's a lovely bit of slipstream in my opinion in terms of its strength. And Tsushia looks again down the inside. Oh, huge late braking. That's surely outbroken. And yes, complete outbreaking there. And unfortunately, going to have to pull back in again. And Giz says, thanks very much. So we see Lost Shelty back through on Dot Brown, but Dot Brown trying the same thing on that Giz tried. Not going to quite work here. Lost Shelty goes towards the left. That's an interesting line, not one I'm used to seeing there. And Lost Shelty looking to try and keep that P5. Dot Brown's going to have a bit of a run here, down to 1/10 of a second. Into the braking zone we go, and nailed there. Lost Shelty keeps that position. We'll see if we can have a look at the replay at that move. So Lost Shelty was behind Dot Brown. As we head up towards the right-hander. So Lost Shelty must have just gone for it. Yes, look at that. Straight down the inside there. Last of the late breakers. Gets it turned in. Doc Brown went for the cutback. But Lost Shelty got an lovely exit, actually. Really nice exit there by Lost Shelty. As we jump back, and Lost Shelty still leading that pack there. So what's the gap like at the front? So Jomas still leading by 0.3 of a second. Now, the thing with Antimix, the longer he leaves Jomas out in front, the more calm Jomas will be, in my opinion. So we will have to be careful there in terms of, giving Jomas a little bit of comfort. But we'll see what happens. You know, there's still a few laps to go here. Oh, Antimix runs wide. Antimix runs wide. Going to have a lot of work to do, so I pressed the wrong button then. I got so excited with Antimix running wide, I pressed the wrong button. But you see, Doc Brown's got past Lost Shelty again. These two are fighting all over. Oh, Doc Brown running all sorts of wide. They're going to have dirt on his tyres as well. Oh, look, he's trying to get rid of the dirt as fast as humanly possible. But Lost Shelty is going to be all over that very quickly, I imagine. We'll see what happens heading towards turn number 1. 2, sorry. 2. Why did I say 1? It's 2. Further back, we've got our Clark making a move on Matman. Our Clark's actually broke away from the other pack and gone for the move down the inside of Matman. Oh, stops on the apex. Happy days, job done for our Clark. So actually making moves now, our Clark settled down a little bit after the crazy battling at the start and gets that move done. Now, Bet, no, we're not. We're going to P11. Scourge and Oink, they're still fighting there. It's not quite as close as it was earlier. So we'll see what happens in a little bit. But the battle for P3 is still on. Look at this. Look how close this is. This is absolutely insane. So Shia is trying everything in his power to get by. And Giz is just saying, nope, you ain't having it. I want the podium. So we'll see. We've got 3 laps basically left here. And Shia looking to try and get the run there. That's not going to quite work. Down to 1.5 temps though. Down to 1.5 temps. In towards the right-hander. Ooh. No, not quite. I'm making funny noises. I apologise. Funny noises, funny noises, funny walk, funny walk. Through we go. Oh, Giz got that a little bit wrong. And so did Tsushia. Tsushia went really aggressive though there. I instantly saw that. So they head towards the line here. And is Tsushia going to go for a move here? Show the nose potentially. Heading towards turn number 1. Here we go. Not quite, but Giz using that outside AstroTurf again. Not too sure about that, but nails it beautifully. Look at the gap that was created there. Superb. Oh, here we go. Battle for the lead is on. Jomas must have made a mistake somewhere. Antimix looking around the outside here, in towards the right-hander, and it's not going to work surely here. So Antimix looked for the cutback. I think Jomas read that. But Antimix going to have a really good run here. It's 1.5 temps. That gap's coming down very, very quickly. Jomas going to have to go defensive here. Antimix looking to try and get round here. Oh, left and right. Here he weaves. Here we go. It's 0.08 of a second now in towards the right-hander. Is Antimix going to try an Alex Albon move round the outside? Is it going to work? Not quite here. And going to carry a lot of momentum though. Here's Antimix looking to try it again. Looking to try and go around the outside. Oh, they're weaving left and right. Here we go. They're getting very twitchy indeed. Antimix trying to go around the outside. Surely this isn't going to work. We've seen miracles happen before. Zachary around turn 1 at Blue Moon was one of those miracles. And in towards the next left-hander. And Jomas just keeps it for now. But surely Antimix is going to have the momentum here. Through there we go. Antimix looking all over the show to try and get the move done now. Obviously got the rhythm sorted. Look how close this is. This is 1/10 of a second separating your leaders. And as they head towards the last set here, the double right-hander, and Jomas just keeps it for now. Goes back up to 2 temps. Now that down to 1.5. Antimix is looking for that way round now. And through there, very aggressive from Antimix again to try and get it sorted. Not quite this time. As you see, Giz and Tsushia, they're close as well. That's 2 temps gap separating those. And further back, we've got Doc Brown and Lost Shelty. They've been fighting the entire race as well. As Doc Brown runs right. Lost Shelty's going to have the move here. Doc Brown's on the grass here. Lost Shelty's clearly going to have this done and dusted. Surely here. Up into P5, Lost Shelty. And Doc Brown's going to have dirt on his tyres as well. So nailed there beautifully by Lost Shelty. In towards turn 1. Lost Shelty gets that. Let's jump to the lead battle here. Jomas and Antimix. They're going to be side by side once again into turn number 2. And Jomas just goes defensive again. Runs him tight. Antimix looking to get the run out of that corner again. Oh, that's a beautiful run. That's a very beautiful run here. And look at this. Antimix going to be side by side with Jomas again as they head towards turn number 3. It's coming down that gap very, very quickly here. 800ths, now 700ths, further back we've got Tsuchiya and Giz there side by side, the same exact move happening further back. Jamas tries to run out to Mix tight, Antimix tries to go around the outside, not quite worked here. Let's jump to that P3, battle Tsuchiya around the outside as well with Giz, and Tsuchiya's got a bit further along of an overlap. Tsuchiya looking to get the move done here, going to have a better run out of that corner surely, but using a bit of the curve there, going to have the inside line for the left hander coming up surely. Tsuchiya's finally got this done. It's taken like 500 laps it feels like for Tsuchiya to get it done, but Giz looks for the cutback here. What a beautiful move by Giz. Oh my word, what a beautiful move. No, not quite. Tsuchiya keeps it. Oh, that is so close. What a beautiful effort there from Giz. And what a fantastic piece of driving from Tsuchiya there. Oh, this is beautiful. Beautiful racing. Pure driving. Pure racing. But is Giz going to go for the move down towards the right-hander? He is indeed. Down towards the right-hander here. Tsuchiya breaks out last of the late breakers, but keeps it on the circuit. My word. Beautiful driving from these two. Absolutely superb there as they continue on towards the final lap. Giz is going to be side by side with Tsuchiya again. Antimix is still stuck behind Jonas at the moment. Giz is side by side with Tsuchiya. This is the final lap, boys and girls. I hope you're ready for this one. Giz falls in behind here as they continue towards turn number 1. Giz on that curb again. Look how close Giz is there. They both go through there. Oh, they're going to have a run at each other surely. Let's have a look at their lead battle here. That's 1.5 tenths. Antimix just going to go for an absolute dive and a half. Jonas goes defensive here. Antimix trying to go around the outside again. Breaks really early there, I think, does Antimix. Trying to go for the cut back here. Oh, that's very close. That is very close. Well, I'll jump attack is in a second because Tsuchiya's had to go defensive from Giz. Giz looking for the cut back as well. Looks like Giz has actually had a really good run there. Going to be side by side with Tsuchiya as well. Jump to the lead battle here. Jonas and Antimix are going blind as turn. I can't breathe into the right-hander. And we continue through there now. And it looks like Antimix going for that run again. Not going to quite work. Jonas goes defensive here as we continue towards the left-hander for one last time. Here's the lead battle here. And Jonas is still got that position. Antimix is trying to find any little bit of way around. Oh, Antimix nearly loses it. I think that's it for Antimix now. Going to have dirt on his tyres, surely. Let's jump that P3 battle. That's side by side. Giz is on the inside of Tsuchiya. This is unbelievable. This is absolutely unbelievable. Tsuchiya trying to go around the outside. Going to have the inside here. Now, heading towards the last sector. It's going to be Tsuchiya and Giz side by side. I've not seen any of the other fights yet. As we continue on now towards the last sector. Let's just jump to the lead battle quickly. This is Jonas and Antimix. That's going to finish the same. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to jump to P3 battle. Oh, Tsuchiya goes defensive here in towards the right-hander and is going to keep it potentially. Giz is going to run back. Oh my word, what a finish this is going to be. It's Giz versus Tsuchiya as they head towards the line. It's close. Giz, I don't know who gets it. I don't know. I couldn't see. I could not see who got that because it changed on the face of it. Oh, we got battles further back because our Clark and Bex, they're side by side as they head towards the line. Oh my word, we got Scourge and Oink there, P11 and P12 and P13 for Rapid GT. I'm not sure what's happened to Max Range in all of that because Max Range just dropped to the back of the grid. Rapids continue on all the same. Fair play for Rapid to continue on with that race. It's always hard when you've had a mistake or a little tap here or there, but Rapid finishes P13 and Max Range finishes P14 there. I've no idea who got third. I've no idea. We'll have to see. Tsuchiya gets it by 4 thousandths of a second after netcode. 4 thousandths of a second. Tsuchiya gets it. That was unbelievable. Oh my word. Oh my word. That is nuts. I don't know what else to say. That is absolutely bonkers. 4 thousandths of a second after 17 laps. Giz and Tsuchiya, my word, you guys. Oh, that is... honestly, superb racing by both of you. Superb racing by everyone, to be honest. I mean, there was constant side-by-side action. That was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Wow. Absolutely wild finish. But there you have it. The provisional race results here, of course, after any investigations need to happen. We had no investigations last time. So Jonas, your race winner there with Antimix in P2. Cracking battle with those two as well. So, unbelievable action there. Tsuchiya and Giz, again, shout out to you folks. Doc Brown, Lost Shelter, you two as everybody. Unbelievable. We've got 3 more splits to go yet. This is fantastic. As we go further down, W1, P7, Matman, P8, R. Clark managed to break away from the absolute constant battling there to get P9, Bex P10, Scourge P11, Oink P12, P13 for Rapid, and P14 for Max Range. Wow, wow, wow. What a race. Now, folks, what we have for you is we're going to have about a 12-minute break, but rather than an intermission screen like we normally have, we're going to look at the race highlights from the previous round, round number 1, and let's just see what happens, or see what happened last time when we went out in the Fugu FrenZy, round number 1 at Blue Moon Infield A. We can hear the engines revving up. And off we go. It looks like a very clean start there by James. A lot of wheel spin there by Sushi. Is actually gaining a few positions. It might have been Smith there dropping down a little bit there. Side by side further back. 3 wide potentially in that 9th place position. Coming into turn 1. Very tricky corner turn 1. In we go. And all seems fine and dandy. Through we go as we're on Lost Shelty at the moment. And Elias at P2. Just P3. And it's going to be 3 wide as we head towards the start finish line. And begin lap number 2. We have 23 laps of this, folks. So as I said in the tweets, I hope you've got your popcorn and a drink because it's going to be a busy one as we head towards turn 1. Smith tries to go down the inside here. To the braking zone we go on the inside. Lovely little move by Smith there. Is he going to get the move done into P5? He goes potentially P4 through there. And Eli's still leading that little pack. So I don't know if they're going to work together here or not. Ryan says no as they head towards the hairpin here. Ryan wants to go for it. Down the inside of Tsuchiya into the hairpin. Gets it stopped. What a move by Ryan there. Superb driving. Ryan up to P3 now from P11 on the grid. Superb racing as they all run extremely wide there. In towards the hairpin we go. Yeah, but Jamas and Elias, they're going to cross the line. P1 and P2 for these drivers. What a fantastic race by these two. There's the checkered flag for these drivers. Congratulations to them. Ryan's going to come home in P3. It's going to be close between Giz and Tsuchiya. Oh my word, that was close. P6 for Dot Brown. It's going to be Smith and Rapid towards the line. Oh, this is very close. Rapid just gets it on the line. Rapid P7, Smith P8, Lost Shelter P9. P10 for Clark, then TLE. Oh, that was all close as well. Matman P12. B Racing 1 is going to come home in P13. It looks like with Dave coming home in P14. What a fantastic race that was, boys and girls. And we have 3 more of them. We have 3 more. 3 more races coming up later in about 5 or 10 minutes time. But what a fantastic race there. That just holding the checkered flag as if it's starting. But here we go. It looks like Hasnain had a pretty good start there, I think. But somebody further back had an even better start. I'm not sure who that is. Is that Bex? It is Bex indeed. Bex is making moves already. Bex on the inside of Hasnain. Murray Moles looks like it's a terrible start there in towards the left-hander. They're going to be 3-4 wide maybe into the left-hander we go. But it's going to be Scourge from Spiner. Murray Moles actually making moves around the outside. That's superb driving from Murray Moles. Kept it on the outside and keeps our position as they go 2-3 wide in towards the left-hander here. Oh my word, what a start this is. And through we go, and looks like Bex up into P4 there from P5 I think it was. And side by side further back. The move earlier on, but I can't do it because we keep having action as we head now towards the start-finish line. Scourge, is he going to have a move here? He's only 1/10 behind Murray Moles. He looks to go towards the inside here. Bex is then going to have slipstream as well. Is Bex going to follow Scourge down in towards turn 1? Let's have a look. In towards turn 1 we go. Scourge managing to stop the car just, and Bex down the inside as well. A little bit of contact with Murray, but nothing major there. But through they go. And Murray's dropping all the way down to P number 4 as we head towards turn 1 here. GTL is looking potentially for the move. It does go down the inside here. Bex gets it wrong. Goes a little bit too deep. GT Alex goes deep as well, and Beck's going to come back in. Spiner's going to be in the mix, and that's going to bring potentially Scourge into the mix soon as well. But Bex just gets our position from GT Alex. GT Alex looking for the cutback again. They're going to be side by side heading towards the right-hander here. Beck's going to have the advantage though, surely. Through the right-hander we go, but GTL is going to carry the momentum here. They head towards the hairpin, side-by-side action here. This is exactly what we want to see as we head towards the hairpin here. GTL on the left, Beck on the right. Spiner trying to decide where to go. GTL going for oversteer braking. It works. And that also brings Scourge and Murray Moles back into this mix. So it's a 5-way battle for your lead here, with GTL now leading the way from Bex and then Spiner. Throughout this race, in towards the left-hander for the final time. G-Chance gets it wrong, I think. G-Chance gets it wrong. Oh, Spiner's going to have a run here. Spiner's going to have a run here as they head towards the start-finish line. Is it going to be enough? It's a 1.5 tenths. It's coming down. It's coming down closer and closer and closer. It's under a tenth. My voice is going to go, but GTL just gets it from Spiner. How close was that from Scourge and Bex? It's going to be Hasnain from Murray Moles. Oh my word. Skull Crusher from Mikey Michaelton. Then Trevo Nick. Then we have Budweiser Can, who overtakes Team Inter at the end there, I believe. We're then going to have Johnny Wheato coming home in the blue and white racing Datsun. And then finally we're going to have Homie coming home in P14. I nearly lost my voice during the end of that. I can just say that. What a finish we had here, folks. Another absolute cracking race. Unbelievable stuff from all these drivers. Once again, 38,000 separates first and second. Oh, we've got a jump start by Zakave. A huge jump start by Zakave. Zakave's going to go all the way to the back of the field. What a massive jump start that was. Zakave will be kicking himself here as we head now down towards turn number 1. Frosty's in the lead there. What a fantastic start by Frosty. Unbelievable start there as we go Lannister through there. And wow, what a crazy start. Oh, we've got a spin. We have our spin. That's the first spin of the day. I'm not sure who that was actually, as we're just on Jaeger at the moment, in towards the left. Oh, there's another bit of contact there as well. Oh, we need to calm this down a bit. But Luco from P5 up into P2. Happy days for Luco. That's Swagai goes down the inside of Luco. Luco's on the grass. Luco is on the grass. That's going to be dirty tyres there. Swagai up into P2. Luco could be under all sorts of trouble from Lorne here, who's actually got past Jaeger in all of this as well. Oh, into the barrier there for Luco. Luco's off. Luco is off into the barrier. Luco going all the way down the order. You have to be very careful in towards this left. Oh, you can see that. Rafael's going to go for the move. What a move by Rafael. Very opportunistic driving there. Oh, Mason comes back at him. Oh, a little bit of contact. Oh, he's gone round. Oh, there's a huge crash. There's a huge crash. Zakave's involved as well. Everybody's involved. Psycho Killer up to P8 from that crash. In towards the left-hander we go. Lots of oversteer there from the drivers. Lorne going for the cutback on the left-hander. W1 going around the outside as well. Oh, we're going 3 wide. We are going 3 wide through here, and we continue on. My ears, sorry if I just deafened everybody, I hope not. But we continue on the 3 wide, heading towards turn number 1. W1 up in, I think in the prime position here, potentially. Swagai keeps it. Monte keeps, gets a bit sideways. Lorne goes for the cutback. Potentially can get the job done here as well. No, he's not. W1 up another position. W1 making some places here as well. Right, we go to our winner, Frosty there. P1. It's going to be P2 for W1. I did give Zachary the full commentator's curse there. W1, fair play with that result. Swagai P3 with the little spin over the line, or try to. It's P4 for Lorne on the cob there. P4 for Lorne into the barrier. We've got P5 Monty, 6 for Slim Boy, 7 for Jaeger, 8 for Luco. Good comeback from Luco, to be fair. Shout out for that one. P9 is going to be Raffo. Oh, I feel for Zakave there. That was a superb move around the outside of turn 1. And maybe he just got too excited for then the next one. There, they're all gone. Psycho in P10. We got Misen in P11. Goes for the spin across the line there. P12 for TT Base. P13 for Zakave. And Aldi comes home in P14. That did escalate somewhere else, didn't it, towards the end of that one? My word. A little bit of wheel spin there from Illyrian as we head towards turn 1. Bunjil Storms had a cracking start here as well. Down the inside of Hansa here as we head towards turn 1. Bunjil Storm looking to get the move done and dusted early on. In we go, side by side, and gets it done indeed. Big Mac's in there as well, and a much cleaner start to split than split 3. So nice. Oh, a little bit of a wall bash there. Further back, I'm not sure who that was. That would look like Magic's here actually as we hit the left-hander for the very first time here of 23, and he said 27 then. Is under all sorts of pressure from Semicolon and Hosnight. Hosnight goes down the inside of both of them here on the start-finish straight here, down towards turn 1, 3 wide, in towards the left-hander. Hosnight gets the job done and dusted just there. Well played by Hosnight. Up 2 positions, but Hansa's coming back as well, going for the cut back here. Still 3 wide, down to 2 wide as we head towards the left-hander here. Here we go, 3 wide, turn number 1. Big Mac's on the inside. Big Mac's gained 2 positions from this. Bazinga goes for the cutback, gets it done. Big Mac's going to have to do it on his tyres. Semicolon comes back at Big Mac now as well as they head now towards this left-hander. Big Mac's going to have to be very careful, and is indeed. Look at that. You can see how much you run wide there with the dirty tyres. Cracking race, perfect race for Ronan GT Hake there. Crosses the line with a lovely little oversteer moment. And Tuak going to come home in P2. Had a little bit of a struggle at the sort of quarter of part of the race, but has come back strong there towards the end. Fair play to Tuvok. Hosnight is P3, spins across the line as well. Illyrian, P number 4 there. P5 for Bazinga. Bazinga will be very happy with that. Had a fantastic race throughout this race. We did get 150 likes. Thank you everybody for those likes. Very much appreciated. I'm hoping you've enjoyed this. P6 for Big Mac. P7 for Shark. P8 for Semicolon. Shark actually the highest of the reserve drivers, so shout out for that one. Andy Reeves, another reserve driver here, coming home in P9 after all of that. So we'll be very happy with that, I imagine. As we see Andy Reeves come round there towards the end now. So P9 for Andy Reeves, gives us a flash there. And then we have Hansa in P10. You know, shout out to Hansa for staying for the race. We then have P11 for Magic's Hit. We're quickly going to jump to Herm because Herm has already finished. Unfortunately got a lap there, but wow, even Magic's Hit has finished as well. So there are your 12 finishers. So with those races finished, we're now going to look at the championship standings, which you would normally think is fairly straightforward. However, it isn't in this case. Well, the first page is, of course, because Jomas was in top split. All these drivers were in top split. They're obviously at the top of the leaderboard in their race finishing positions. But yes, it gets a little bit different the further down you go. So when we go to the next page, you'll see GT Alex is at the top now. GT Alex obviously won split number 2. So GT Alex there beating some of the split 1 players, and that's what we've done in terms of the point system. Literally bottom of split 1 merges with the top of split 2. Same for the bottom of split 2 and top of split 3, and the same for bottom of split 3 and the top of split 4. So if you're at the top and you know, somebody drops out of top of a split and somebody drops out and you move into that split, you have a chance of going for additional points, or you're fighting for points that you were originally going to fight for in the below split. Also gives you an opportunity as well, obviously, to try and progress. Maybe you're at the top of split 4, you want to push towards split 3 and split 2 and still have a good chance in terms of the championship, which is why the points have been designed this way. Now, if you want more information about the point system, do check out the description below. All the information is there, and you can look at it in a bit more detail. We're getting to the tail end of the field now. The Sakura Shark, the highest of the reserve drivers that came in for those races. Shout out for that, 17 points. Andy Reeves got 13 there, another one of the reserves, and Herm there got 7. There were 3 reserves that did come in for that race. And what fantastic racing it was. It really was unbelievable. So the question is, what's going to happen now in terms of Red Bull Ring? Who's taming the bull? Literally the title of the stream. Let's now jump back to the Red Bull Ring and let's see what's going to happen in the next race. Welcome back then, everybody. We are now on split 2, but we are having a little bit of a problem. A couple of people can't make it, so we are just trying to sort out some of split 3 coming to split 2. So we have Johnny Wito, who was on pole in split 3 and now going to be starting at the back of split 2, and you're probably saying, well, how is that fair? But there's more points on offer in split 2. We saw last week how last round, how we saw Slimboy Fat got promoted to the next split and actually got a lot more points than Slimboy would have even had a chance to get in the split that Slimboy was originally in. So you will see me or hear me going in and out here in terms of talking, etc. I can only apologise. This is you know, a huge community championship. We have to try and make sure that we can get everybody racing and get the full grid. So we do have some reserves, of course. So I'm just waiting to hear from one driver. GT Raf, if you are in chat, please check out Discord as fast as possible. Yes, I'll give GT Raf just a moment to get in. So you'll also hear mouse clicking. As I say, I can only apologise because I'm having to sort out the old admin side of this. I hope you enjoyed that first race and the highlights there of round number 1. It's very hard to get highlights even down to just 10 minutes in round number 1. I've got to say, I could have probably done a fortnight worth of highlights from that first round. Yes, even so, we are now with round 2. There we go, GT Raffo is in as well. What a legend. So that is now this grid fully set up. Well, not fully set up. I've got to make sure the grid is in the correct way. It means our grid walks from this point on are going to be slightly different to what they are is actually going to show, but I'll explain them. You get to see it anyway. You get to see a rough guide. So basically, a couple of people are going to change, and then from grid 3 onwards, the first row is not going to be there anymore, and we're going to be going backwards. That's the problem with the grid walks, but I'll keep them in all the same because they're quite fun. Let's just have a look at the grid order then, which you are going to see, because I just need to make sure it's all good. Spider. This isn't right. So it should go I should do some music while I'm doing this, shouldn't I? So Swag Guy, Monte, Spiner, Frosty. You get to see the times in a minute. Zakave, Psycho Killer, Dave, Maury, Mikey Magson. And trust me, the times for this are kind of crazy. We've got Hasnain, Triple, Johnny Rito, and Raffo. So that's everybody. Let's have a look at some of the liveries before we kick off this next round. For anyone in split 4, the top 2 people in split 4, you are now in split 3, just to give you a pre-warning. So make sure you are ready for the next race. If you're watching, that is. And if any of the admins or stewards are there, if you can just give them a note as well, based on the... well, you probably don't have the updated timesheet because I'm a bit of a pleb. So let me just find out who is top of split 4, and then we'll just send them a brief update. So Hosnight and Branchy, you are now in split 3, just a heads up there. Right, let's have a look at some of these liveries before we... Yes, Rascal, Kevin, we are going to have a look at the liveries and go through the drivers now. So we're on Monte, of course, at the moment. Monte's got 42.6 there. That would actually get you into top split. So Monte will be kicking himself a little bit there. Racing from South Africa. It's truly global competition, this, of course. It doesn't matter where you're from, you can race. And as I say, the end of this month is the closing of the entries. So literally, end of this month, you can't enter anymore. So just be aware of that. You've got until the end of this month. So you might look at all the races and go, actually, I do want to compete. But you have to be able to make 4 of the... Well, you have to be able to make all the remaining rounds, basically. Let's jump to Frosty. So Frosty now in the fire machine. It was the police car last time. We're now in a fire car. Absolutely dominated their race win, as you saw in the highlights, did Frosty. Absolutely superb effort. Up into split 2 now. So gone up places. In fact, I did mention in the chat in the first split, actually, when we were watching the qualifying highlights, W1 had gone from split 3 to split 1, so it's a big increase there. We see Hasnain just gone up there. We were 42.4. Hasnain will be kicking himself, I'm sure. Heading towards turn number 2. So Hasnain is a steward as well. Stewards are allowed to compete. Obviously, if they're in some form of action or incident, they obviously can't steward themselves, which is why we have 4 of them. Hasnain there for you with that interesting livery. Now, who have we not seen? Swat Guy in the YouTube machine. Now, this features a lot, obviously, in the intro. It's a very good livery. Just heading up there towards turn 2. Again, look at that. A 42.7 or 42.8, maybe just in the 42.8. Again, that's a split 1 time. So, you know, this qualifying is very difficult. You have 2 laps. That's all you have. So some people will feel the pressure a little bit. Go to Dave there in the Rothmans machine. Just heading towards the line. Look how close these practice laps are. It is quite incredible. As we then jump to Spiner. Spiner had a cracking race last time. You saw that in the highlights. Really good run to the line with GT Alex. GT Alex was one of our dropouts, unfortunately. Not from this one. It gave me a much advanced warning. Basically, just something came up. So there's been some bumps in the road. Otherwise, GT Alex would have been in this split, and we could have had a GT Alex versus Spiner round number 2. Jump to Mikey. Mikey was, of course, in the Mini Madness last year. We've got a Werther's Original now. A Werther's Original livery. I love Mikey's, like, not sponsored, but, you know, I don't know what to say. So he had PG Tips. We've got Werther's Original. It's absolutely cracking. Johnny Rito there, showing that he can, you know, been promoted to Split 2 from Split 3. Was a pole sitter in Split 3. So was basically first reserve for Split 2. Straight in there for Johnny Rito. Lovely machine that. We jump to Psycho Killer, who's changed from the Dairy Lee machine to a Tenant's machine. I don't know much about that brand. If it's a brand. Maybe chat can enlighten me on this one. Just heading towards turn number 3. Let's go to triple N81. Condi. I'm assuming that means candy. We'll definitely be able to spot triple N81 anyway with that green. It's a beer. It's a beer! Oh, there we go. I don't drink beer, so I don't fully know. I don't drink beer! If it was vodka, I'd understand. Oh, dear. You guys know me well. Best soda in the world. I should have done that in Jeremy Clarkson accent. The best soda in the world. Right. Let's jump to... I think somebody's jumped up the grid. See Rascal just getting a bit roasted there. We've got Murray Moles here. Now, yeah, that's an interesting livery. I'm not actually sure what's on the back of it. Through there we go. Oh, by the way, with 2 people dropping out, 2 reserves. Adamore, you're in, and who was the next reserve? Let me just double check that one as well. Just gives a heads up for everybody. So, Hamza, you're in as well, my friend. Oh, brilliant, Jomas. Absolutely fantastic. Let's jump to Rascal now. And Rascal here. Have a look at this livery. Rascal was really gutted about the first one. Pressure of qualifying. Rascal's got a YouTube channel, of course. Does promote it in the pictures and videos thread. Does have a lot of donations, you know, prizes like given out there. Worth checking out. Actually has the an official big brand sponsor there in Scorp Tech. Let's jump to Raffo. So Raffo was the other reserve that's come in from split number 3 up into split 2 in the interceptor machine. Probably wasn't expecting to get in here so fast, but even so, just coming up to turn number 1. And then we just missed Zakave in the pink machine. So there is Zakave for you. Now we are going to jump to the race in just a moment. I'm going to warn the drivers now that we are about to go very, very, very soon. And I'm going to play the grid war. The grid war's not quite the same. Maybe I should put my own commentary over it. I don't know. But yeah, the grid walk is about to play. So you've got to ignore even Steven on there. And you have to ignore TLE. They both aren't in this one. So everyone just moves up. It's a soda. Okay with vodka. Better with a scotch. Oof, okay. So yes, just put that into your mind there. So even Steven and TLE are not in this. But even so, let's look at the grid walk for this one. Welcome to the split 2 grid then. On pole in split 2, even Steven with a 42.8. Look how close those times are with Swar Guy. TLE and Monte make up row 2. Row 3 for Spiner and Frosty. Row number 4 there, Zakave and Psycho Killer 69. I love that name. Row 5 for Dave and Murray Moles. With row 6 being Mikey Maxton and Rascal Rabbit. Look at that, 1,000. Row 7, Hasnain and Triple N 81. That is your split 2 grid. Here we go then, the second race of the evening. Hope you're all ready for this one, folks. The first one was an absolute stonker, so hopefully this one is a stonker as well. So we get ready for the race now. So Johnny Wheato, GT Raff, they got promoted from the previous one. We get ready for the green light here. 17 laps again in this split. Let's see what happens here. Is our guy going to go from green... from lights to flag, or is there going to be some action-packed stuff here? We get ready for the lights. Off we go. So Swar Guy got a lot of wheel spin there. Monte looks like he had a good start. Spiner did. Oh, Frosty's had an absolute stonker in a bad way of a start there. They're going to be 3 wide further back there. 4 wide. As we just keep an eye on that, there's a move for the lead. Frosty manages to keep P5 out of nowhere there as it gets very tight further back. This is what happens with grid starts, but it gets very hard. Rascal is side by side with Raffo there. As we continue on up the hill, so Swar Guy stays in the lead there. Monte in P2. We have a look further back. Frosty still under all sorts of pressure there further back. And into the breakers. Oh, we've got a spin for Dave. Dave has absolutely lost that one. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. We'll have to have a look at the replay of that one. See what happened there, because it's all happened in that one. But we continue on now towards turn number 3 here. And they're all sorts of side by side. As I say, we'll work it out. We've got the replay saved there, so we'll be able to have a good juicy gander, whatever you want to say, at that one and figure it all out. But you see Murray Moles out wide there with Frosty, and it's all settling down a little bit more quicker. Obviously, split 1 last time was absolutely packed for 4 laps at least before it went line astern. To calm down a little bit more here, people wanted to settle down and try and move up the grid one by one here. Hasnain on the inside of Zakave. Zakave went a little bit deep there, and not quite going to work there for Hasnain. Through there we go. And Raffo's going to have a little bit of a look at Tidgney, I think. Going to have a bit of a run there. As through there they go. And this is the good part about Raffo and Johnny Wito. Coming into this split, they've got a chance of getting more points than they would have actually had the opportunity of getting. And you can see Raffo is getting more points here than he even had an opportunity for, which is good. And that's why it exists, and that's why we have the reserve system the way we do. But through there we go. That's the end of lap number 1. Oh, it's a yellow flag. I cannot even see what's going on there. Somebody span on the start-finish straight. Oh, he's Psycho Killer span, but I can't look at the replay of that one. I want to have a look at what happened at turn number 1. Frosty got on the inside of somebody there, and that's all. Mikey Michaelton. Murray Moles has got a good run here. Somebody's run a little bit wide there. There's another spin further back. I'm not sure who that is. It's a red machine. Murray Moles is going to have a run on Mikey Michaelton here. We'll have a look at who spans shortly, but it looks like Frosty's having to go all defensive. Murray Moles on the inside of Mikey, heading towards turn number 2 now. Frosty keeps that position. Murray on the inside. And let's just have a quick look. Who was it that... Zakave was the one that was in the barrier there. Not sure what happened. As I said, I want to have a look at turn number 1. Once it calms down a little bit, just to get a feel of what happened. But Mikey looking to try and get the move done on Frosty. Heading down towards turn number 3 here. Mikey trying to go around the outside potentially. No, breaks early. Pulls it back in. They're going to be line astern through there. Let's go further back. They're all line astern now. So let's have a look at what happened with Dave in all of that, so then we can save the replay for the future. So coming up to turn number 2 here. See Frosty and Psycho Killer up ahead. Was it avoidance? Was there attack? Let's find out. A bit of contact there. Oh, there's contact there. Oh, there's all sorts going on there. I think there's more to that than meets the eye, so we'll come back to that. Because we've got a battle here for P1. Monte is in front of Swar Guy here. Spiner's in there as well. 3-way fight here for the lead. As they continue on there. We've got Frosty in P4. Murray in P5. Murray all over the back of Frosty still. So rather than pairs, we've got 3-ways this time. Oh, 4-way, 5-way. Nope, this is the main pack here. Frosty under all sorts of pressure from Murray Moles here. Murray Moles looking to the inside here. Heading towards turn number 1. Murray Moles looking to try and get the move done here on the inside. Turn number 1. Frosty breaks early there. Some smart driving here. Pulls in behind potentially here. Saves them both time there. Mikey runs a little bit wide. Hasnain up into P6 now. And that's Johnny Wito up into P7. Well played by Johnny Wito. Rascal up to P9 as well. Under all sorts of pressure from Dave here. As they head towards turn number 2. It's Rascal and Dave. They're side by side as they head up there now. I mean, if you're these guys, you see P4 up ahead. There's lots of opportunity here to go forward into the braking zone. We go. Rascal on the inside. They're still side by side. Lovely bit of racing there. Superb racing. Looks like Dave may have a bit more momentum there off the corner. Rascal down to P number 10. But we jump to the battle for P4 here. It's Murray Moles. It's Frosty. They're side by side. Heading towards the right-hander here. Frosty on the inside. Look how close they are. Really running side by side there. Wing mirror to wing mirror. Or the mirror is actually on the front of the bonnet. So I don't know whether that counts as wing mirror still. Who knows? But even so, we continue on. Frosty on the inside now for the left-hander. Surely going to keep that. Oh, a little bit of a tag there into the braking zone. And, oh, Hasnain runs a little bit deep. That's going to give Johnny Wito potential opportunity. No, just stays behind for now. Murray Moles looking on the inside again. That's not going to quite work there. And we'll see if we can have another look. Well, no, there's no... Ooh, is that going to be a battle? No, I'm trying to... I want to have a look at what happened at turn 2. Oh, you guys... Hood mirror. Yeah, we'll call it hood mirror. I don't know. Technically, it is a wing mirror, and the wing mirror just moved, isn't it? That's the reality of it. Further back, actually, just a shout out here. We've got a big battle going on here. Raffo, Psycho Killer, Zakave. Nice to see some of the people who have had incidents in a big battle as well. Zakave ran a little bit deep there as they head towards the final part of the right-hander here. Oh, Raffo goes very defensive there. In fact, might be letting off there to let Zakave go. I'm not 100% sure. Yes, must be there. Must be letting Zakave go there. So, let's jump to Murray Moles on the grass, which is interesting. So, Murray Moles has obviously gone a bit too deep at turn number 1. Going to have dirt all over his tyres for turn number 2. Dutchman going to be under all sorts of fire from the Brits very, very soon. In towards the right-hander. We're going to go in the braking zone. And Murray has to try and stop this car as best as he can. Ooh, Johnny Wito looked up the inside there. Actually had to slam on completely. Can I have a good camera, please? Thank you very much. Johnny Wito, P6 then for now. And can see P4 very, very close. And you see that line astern a bit further back. Hasnain's all over the back of Johnny Wito here. 1/10 of a second. Into the braking zone we go. And they're going to stay like that for now. Let's see if we can actually have a look at Dave again. Where's Dave? I'm not sure who was behind him in that situation. So Murray Moles was behind. So this is a good way to see what happened here. So in towards turn 2. So there's a big gap here. So Dave, it looks like he hits the handbrake. I must admit, it looked like he hit the handbrake. Zakave gets all sorts of sideways as well. And Psycho Killer goes straight through to P4. I'm not sure what happened to Psycho Killer then to fall back. But yeah, so we can see exactly what happened there. Looks like the handbrake was used. So we'll continue on. Johnny Weeto all the back of Murray Moles. Johnny Weeto, shout out for this. We had this last time with Slim Boy. Just came in, next split up, absolutely fired up the grid. Superb racing here. As Hasnain looks on the inside of Johnny Weeto. Surely not going to work here with the slipstream. I'm not too sure though as we head towards turn 1. No, pulls back in there for now. Look how close they are towards the right-hander. So Hansa, I don't know if you heard earlier, you are in split 4 now, my friend. So oh yeah, forget that. Sorry, Hansa, I'm forgetting you. We're looking at Spiner versus Swarguy here. The 007, the gap, now 005, towards the right-hander. Swarguy on the inside. I'm pretty sure that's a defensive move by Swarguy. And Spiner looking to get the better exit. Swarguy got a little bit of oversteer. They're still going to be a little bit side by side. This is letting Monte break away here. So Monte will be happy for this. Monte will be like, fight. We've got fighting a bit further back. No, they're line of stern, but Swarguy on the inside of Spiner still. Into the right-hander we go. Oh, like Spiner was trying to go for the cutback. Swarguy wasn't having it. And they continue on, and it looks like Swarguy may get that position just for now. As they continue on with the racing. So Frosty's all out on his own now. After that terrible start by Frosty. It's absolutely awful at the start. Not sure what happened there. But Hasnain on the inside of Murray. Down the inside. Into that left-hander. Gets the job done. Happy days there for Hasnain. And Mikey all over the back as well. I don't know why I did it like a game show host. As through the left-hander we go. Hasnain runs a little bit deep there. That's going to give Murray a really good run, I imagine. You can see that gap coming down very, very fast. There you go. Hasnain looks a little bit defensive. Hasnain has to decide now. Do I use the slipstream or do I go defensive? Oh, manages to keep it all the same there. No worries, Hansa. No worries at all as we continue towards the right-hander here. Once again, through there you go. Happy days for those folks. As triple N81 just off the back of that huge battle, really. Oh, what's happened to Rascal in all this? Rascal's had an issue somewhere. Not sure what's happened there. And just, it's got a lot of time to do. A lot of work to catch up, though. GT Raffo 4.5 seconds ahead. Still plenty of time to catch up. Anything can happen in this race. We've seen it happen in the first race as we jump to that P2 battle. And Swarguy still leading that one. And they're line of stern further back there now. Johnny Weeto trying to pull away. Actually pulling a little bit of a gap there. Going to be one to look to catch up to Frosty. Get even more points. I'm just glad the reserve system works perfectly. As we continue on now, Swarguy still leading that PT battle. Monte just happy days. 2.5 seconds up the road. All fine. I'm not sure whether Spino will want to fight too much to try and catch up to Monte. I don't know. See, they're free to race. It's all up to them as they continue towards the left-hander. A lot of work to catch up. Exactly. Not in a red car though, so we can't use a tomato as a bit of a pun there, can we? Through the left-hander they go. There's still line of stern there. Nothing might be happening there. There's something happening here though. Murray getting all sorts of sideways there into the left-hander. And look, Johnny Weeto is pulling a gap here. Really pulling a gap. Johnny Weeto literally has just come through from split 3 to split 2 and is now heading towards the pinnacle of split 2 in one go. Fair play. Absolutely brilliant stuff as we continue again towards the right-hander. But we showed earlier how critical qualifying is. Literally in time trial. Murray runs a little bit wide there. But in the practice there earlier, they were all in split 1 times. It's so critical to try and nail your qualifying. But there is a little bit of pressure there. That's the whole idea. As we have Psycho Killer all over the back of Zakave. Well, not quite all over, but 0.6 of a second. It's still close. Heading towards the right-hander here. Gets the job done. I miss the Dairy Lee livery. I do miss the Dairy Lee livery, I've got to say. The battle for P2. This is your closest battle. And Swarguy is still leading that at the moment. Don't need practice to battle it. That sounds like me. Oh, further back actually. I'm telling you lies. Johnny Weeto is all over the back of Frosty. Johnny Weeto's brought the entire pack with him towards Frosty here. Johnny Weeto looking to try and get the move done down in towards the right-hander. Looks on the inside, tries to scare Frosty out of it. Does a little bit, actually. That was very smart there. Just played a little bit of a dummy. And Frosty going to keep that position for now. I think Johnny Vito just backed out of that. Maybe a little bit of a tap there. We'll have a quick gander at that. But even so, some cracking racing here. And we've got P4. What's that go down to in terms of P9? So Dave is at the back of the pack at the moment in this little pack. Has the opportunity to get to P4. You know, lots of opportunity here. Lots of points on offer that. Lots of points. That's like 10 points, 12 points. And you saw in the highlights how close it actually is in terms of the championship. It's really close. Every position matters. That's the whole point of it. You know, you gain a position, you are gaining serious ground in the championship. Let's jump to Frosty then, who's just build that gap a little bit here. 6.5 tenths. I'm sure Johnny Vito will catch that up again. Okie dokie then. I have no idea what's kicking off there in chat. It was the right hand. There we go. And the fire car is doing... Oh, Johnny Vito wide there. Going to have a really compromised exit there. You can see the gap coming down to Hasnane very quickly. Also going to have dirty tyres, remember. So that gap will continuously come down now. Probably lose a couple of attempts or so. Something's happened to Spiner in all that. So we'll see if we can capture or have a look at what happened, because Spiner's really dropped off Swar Guy there. Looked like Murray was having a look on Hasnane, but that's not quite worked out. Although Hasane runs a little bit wide here. So Murray's going to have a bit of a run, I imagine. Let's have a look at that time. No, it's going up there. It's going up, so it's going to stay the same. We'll see if we can have a look at what happened to Spiner here. Nope, the gap's already been created there, so I'm not sure what's happened there, because Spiner was all over the back of Swar Guy. That's not quite the same distance that it was earlier. 1.2 seconds now, so that's increasing. What's the gap? Ah, now that's something interesting. Swar Guy is catching Monte. So the fight for the lead could still be on towards the end of this race, as we are now over halfway. Bit more calm this race. So if you are wondering whether you are thinking about competing, you literally have until the end of this month to enter. So check out the rules. The PDF is in the description. That links you to the entry form. We communicate everything via Discord, so you know, make sure you just check Discord out as well. We talk about all sorts in Discord, to be honest with you. And yeah, you can be competing here. Anybody's allowed to race as long as your DR is C and your SR is S. And literally, if it's that, you can play. All you do is come to the qualifying session, try and qualify in the top 56 players, and you will be here racing on the stream and racing in what would hopefully be a clean race. There is some fantastic racing in here. It's a fully stewarded race championship, so you know, if you are in incidents or you feel like you want clean driving, we offer it here. Can't offer you perfect driving because we are all human at the end of the day, and everybody makes mistakes, as we saw earlier on in this race where Dave accidentally hit the handbrake in all of that. In towards the right hander we go though, and Frosty just keeping that gap to Johnny Vito there, and Hasane very close to Johnny Vito. But that is your battle. P5 to P9 now. I'd say Frosty's just broken away a little bit. It looks like Zakave is catching triple N81. And there was a little bit of an off there for Raffo. I'm not sure what happened to Raffo there. Let's have a quick gander at that. Pretty sure I saw this on the old mini-map. Oh, drift out. The new DK's in town. It's Raffo. We jump back to Johnny Vito now. Hasane, Mori Moles. Fugu FrenZy, yes. Fugu FrenZy, Z. Oh, it's getting very close further back. Mikey and Dave looking a little bit racy. Now, where did Dave start, actually? That's a good question. Has Dave dropped off a little bit here? So, we need to knock off 2 to 6th. Yeah, Dave's actually dropped a few places here. So, Mikey Magton runs a little bit wide there. Oh, we've got action further ahead for the P5 there. Hasane's on the inside of Johnny Vito. So Johnny Vito losing out on a bit of speed now. Hasane down the inside here into towards turn number 1. Gets the car stopped. Mori looks to take full advantage of that as well, and does. Wow, what a superb opportunistic move there by Mori Moles. And through we go, and Dave looking to try and get moves done here. Looks like Mikey slowed down for Johnny Vito. Dave to go around the outside of Mikey, and looks to try and go around the outside of Johnny Vito as well as they head towards turn number 2. They're going to go 3 wide into the braking zone. Here we go. And Johnny Vito behind Dave, and Mikey behind Johnny Vito. Johnny Vito comes back here. It's going to be side by side towards turn 3, I'm sure. Johnny Vito with a little bit of slipstream there. And Dave on the outside of Johnny Guido. As we continue on now, it looks like Zachary's getting closer and closer to triple. So there could be a battle there as well. But Johnny Vito on the inside of Dave, in towards the right hand of Dave, trying to go around the outside. A little bit of contact there as they try and stop the cars. And they continue on, and they're losing out here to Murray. Look at the gap already created. Mikey looks to try and gain an advantage there from Dave. In towards the left-hander they go. Mikey looks like he's got this done. Dave's just lost the rear a little bit there. Johnny's gone a little bit wide, and Mikey on the inside now of Dave, and looks like Mikey's going to get this job done. And through Mikey goes into P8 again. So lost it originally and has brought it right back. As they continue on now towards the last sector. And Haslane and Murray Moles, they've broken away now, which I'm assuming they will be happy with. As they come through the last corner there. And Murray using all the track there. Now let's have a look at this P1. Oh, here we go. That gap has dropped from 2 seconds. It's down to 1.2, 1.1. And now it's going to be down to 1 second. It's split 3 after this. We've already done split 1. This is split 2. As we continue towards the right hand. Now this is going to be a very tight finish here for Monte, Swarguy and Spiner. Then we go to Frosty there in P4. And then we've got Haslane and Murray Moles. They're very close there. And then we have Johnny Vito, Mikey, Dave, Triple N81, Zachary. And then Raffo's not had a good race here. But even so, potentially probably getting more points than he could have in the lower split. As I say, we do have that merge. It's 4 places which merge. So, in theory, potentially getting more points here. Continues on out of there. We then have Psycho Killer. Not had the best of races here either. And then we have... Rascal. There we go. I was pressing a button and it wasn't working. There we go. Rascal there in P14. I'm not sure what happened to Rascal in that either. But at least he's racing. That's the positive in all of this. You always got to look at the positives. You're racing in the Fugu FrenZy Championship. Right, let's jump now to that P5 battle. Haslane and Murray Moles. That gap has really increased. Murray had a bit of a mistake there. And is going to fall into the clutches of Johnny Guido potentially. Who's got all sorts of pressure from Mikey here. And Dave's dropped down a little bit there as well. They're going to be under pressure from Triple N81. It's weird how people are changing here in terms of their speed. You know, Johnny Guido was pushing on early. Seems to have dropped off a little bit. Oh, runs a little bit wide there. Gets all sorts of sideways on the exit. Now Johnny Guido struggling for speed where other people are picking up. Very interesting how the dynamic of the car seems to change here. You do find that if you drive this aggressive, you lose time very quickly. And you do have to be careful of that. As through the right hander we go. And Mikey looking to try and get closer. It looks like Swarguy under all sorts of pressure from Spiner. Not quite close enough just yet though as we continue on. Yes, you never quit. Surprises can always happen. You never know where you will come in towards the right hander. And remember, there are penalties that can be applied to drivers if they've driven stupidly or dirty driving. And then you move up automatically. That's the positive of the championship. That's why you always keep going in something like this. You always keep going. As we continue on now towards the right hander. Mikey not close enough to make a move on Johnny Guido at this time. What we are going to do though is jump to that P2 battle. Swarguy, Spiner. That gap hasn't come down to Monte. In fact, it's gone up a little bit here. Now up to 1.3. It was down to 1 second for a moment. So maybe Swarguy's got that same problem where the car dynamic has just changed slightly. So, you know, losing out on a little bit of speed here. I'm a little bit half glad it's not as chaotic as the last race, if I'm honest, because if it continued like that, I would have no voice for Split 4. I can tell you that right now. But let's go a bit further back here. P6, P7, P8, they're still very close as well. So we're going to have to watch these two battles independently. In towards the right hander we go. Monte's still got the fastest lap there. And that's without slipstream, I think. 42.5. So, you know, showing good pace here is Monte. In towards the right hander we go. And lovely stuff, lovely driving there. Lovely lines from everybody. As we continue towards turn number 1. Lap 13 now of 17. Johnny Guido broke a little bit later. Murray cut the corner there. Oh, Johnny Guido gets all sorts of siren. Murray's going to have to do it on his tyres and Johnny Guido. could get a little bit carnagey here with two people with dirt on their tyres. They have to nail this braking zone. They really, really do. In towards the braking zone we go. And it looks like they do nail it for now. They do nail it. Looks like Murray ran a little bit deep. Johnny Vito looking for the cutback here. Going to be alongside a little bit here of Murray Moles. Just about alongside. Now, is the slipstream in the house thing going to help a little bit here? No, it's not. Murray goes defensive here. Johnny Vito going to have to look for a way around the outside. As they continue towards the right hand, it looks like Zachary's dropped off triple N81 a little bit here. But into the braking zone we go. And Johnny Vito going for the cutback here. Is it going to work? Lovely little line there from Johnny Vito. Going to be side by side with Murray Moles. Potentially going to even get the move done beforehand. Look at the speed carried there by Johnny Vito. And literally into the left-hander we go. And, oh, a little bit of contact there, maybe. Ooh, we'll have to have a look at that on the replay. That was close. That was very close. But Mikey takes full opportunities. Opportunity. I will be able to speak at some point. Opportunistic driving, at least. And through we go. Murray gets it all sorts of sideways. Mikey going to go up another position. Oh, Murray is off. Murray is off. Murray is off. And Johnny Vito through into P7. Murray needs to try and calm down a little bit now as they come in towards the right-hander. And Johnny Vito up position. Mikey up 2 in 2 corners. Mikey will be happy with that one. And through there you go. As they continue on now. Let's see if we can have a look at what happened in that corner. So this is where Johnny Vito gets the cutback hit. So you will see Johnny Vito's car in just a moment. There you go. You can just see that on the right-hand side here. Heading towards here. Oh, I would say Johnny just turned into Murray there. With the car just on the inside. Just had to wait a little bit longer. So no harm done there in my opinion. One to look at if it is reported though, of course. To look at all angles in a little bit more detail. Let's continue with the race though. Murray down to P8. Dave P9. Dave's not really moved anywhere since that early fight. He's sort of dropped off a little bit here. Not sure what's happened there in terms of speed. Triple N81 though. Fair play has come back throughout this race. And is in this fight for P5 potentially. 3 laps to go. Anything could happen in those 3 laps. So the battle for P2, that stayed the same. That gap to Monte has still increased further. So 1.5 seconds at the moment, 1.6 now. So Monte showing some pace again. Maybe relaxed earlier on and shouldn't have done. It's never over till the fat lady sings, and I ain't heard no fat lady. Name the film. Through the right-hander we go. 2.5 attempts here between these folks. So Spiner getting involved in all the really close action in every round so far. So I imagine Spiner's going to go for the move at some point here. Swar guy's definitely lost out on speed, or maybe Monte's picked it up. I'm not too sure here. In towards the right-hander. Look how close they are. Oh, Swar guy gets all sorts of sideways. Surely Spiner's got a run on here. Surely got a run. 1/10 of a second the gap now. Independence Day. Ian B, you get £1 million for that one. Because you nailed it in one. In towards the right-hander we go. It's Spiner versus Swar guy into the braking zone. Spiner brakes later, and then Swar guy just released the brake a little bit. They both try to outbrake each other, and Spiner's had a better run off the exit because Swar guy ran wide. As Spiner's going to be on the inside now for the right-hander. Going to have the position, I think, here is Spiner. As we continue towards the right-hander now, and Spiner pulling that gap. Nearly 1/10 of a second now, that gap, as they head there. Swar guy potentially looking for the cutback. Yes, indeed, looking for that cutback move. Is it going to work, though? That is the question. That gap comes down to 2 tenths. It's now 1/10 of a second. Swar guy could have it here, you know. Could be a good move into towards the braking zone. And they're still side by side here. They're still side by side. It's side by side till the end for these folks. In towards the left-hander, and Spiner gets the job done. But Swar guy's going to have a better line here. Oh, what a lovely line. What a lovely line by Swar guy there. They're going to be side by side again here as they head towards the last sector. And Swar guy, oh, is there just going to be ahead? I don't know. They're still side by side. Lovely bit of racing from both drivers here. They're still side by side into the last corner we go. You don't see this very often at Red Bull Ring. And they're still going at it. Round of applause, folks, in chat, surely. That's unbelievable racing as they continue now towards turn number 1. It's a demonstration. In towards the right-hander we go. And Spiner got the advantage there, surely. Cuts the corner a little bit there, but it's not an advantage gaining thing, that, because the bump actually fires you off, as we found out in the practice round. But Spiner does get that position finally from Swarguy, and I'm sure Swarguy will be looking again. Spiner goes defensive then, in towards the right hand. There we go. Trying to keep an eye out on what's happening further back. I think Murray Moles, we seem to have lost Murray Moles somewhere. Let's see if we can find out what's happened. Swarguy goes for the cutback here. Oh, he just tapped Spiner. He just tapped him a little bit there, I think. Oh, no, he didn't. No, he's fine. He's fine. It's just a visual thing. They continue on. They're going to be side by side. In towards the right hander they go. Swarguy looks to try and outbreak Spiner and gets it done maybe here, but Spiner's going to have a better run, surely. Swarguy. No, Swarguy's got the gap. Swarguy's got the gap. Swarguy's got it. Surely has it. Surely has it here. In towards the braking zone. No, not quite. Here we go again. It's deja vu. And surely Swarguy's got it this time. No, they're just still side by side here. Oh, no, he's got it. He's done it. What a move by Swarguy. What was that? 3, 4, 5 corners there. And actually gets it done. Brilliant battle. Brilliant overtake. Right, let's go a bit further back here, because Mikey's up to P6, Johnny Wheato's P7, Dave's P8, Triple N81's P9, and Murray Moles has gone down to P10. And I'm not sure why or how. But even so, we'll have a look at what Murray Moles does here against Triple N81 here. In towards the last sector we go. We're about to start the final lap here. And Murray down the inside of Triple N81. Good side-by-side racing here. And Triple N81 going to keep the position, I think. They're still side-by-side here. Oh, Triple N81 runs extremely wide there. And looks like Murray Moles is going to get that position. There you go. Murray Moles takes that position. As let's jump to that P2 battle. Swarguy just got 3.5 attempts over Spiner at this point in time. I'm not sure there's going to be a lunge here from these drivers. We'll go back to the other battle in a second. Let's have a look if Spiner goes for the lunge here. No, not at this moment in time. Let's see what happens. And through there they go. Spiner's had a really good run out there, you know. Not quite enough. Right, let's go further back. P6, P7, P8, P9. They're all line astern there. Let's go back to that P2 battle here. Swarguy, Spiner in towards the braking zone. And Swarguy runs... Oh, no, I thought he ran deep there, but it's just a later apex. And look at that gap. That's going up to 4 tenths of a second now. It's line astern absolutely everywhere. Although I can't count 14 arrows. Someone somewhere is fighting. Who's right at the back there? Rascal's not had a good race here. Struggled a little bit, I think. Let's jump back to P2. Just going around the map there, see where everybody is. And Swarguy just needs to stay in front here to keep that P2. So we head towards the right-hander. I need to refresh the TV, actually. And then one last time, we're going to let go to Monte here. Your race winner for Split 2, Monte. Brilliant race by Monte. And in P2, Swarguy. P3 for Spiner. Cracking race for those two. Frosty comes back there from a horrible start there. Just. And then we've got P5 for Hasnain. P6 for Mikey Magton. Made progress through that race. Dave up to P7. P8 for Johnny Weedo. P9 for Murray Moles. P10 for Triple N81. P11 for Zakave there. And P12 for GT Raffo. Going round now. I'm pretty sure Raffo has scored quite well there. I'd have to have a look at the point system again. I'll see if I can have a look as we then go to Psycho Killer. Just going round now. So, top of the next one. Yes, he's done very well actually there. I think he's actually scored more points than he would have. Because to win split 3, you would then be below 10th in this split by 1 point. Oh no, so split 2. Oh yeah, no, he has done better. He's equal. He's gone a little bit better by 1 point if you finish where he starts. But Rascal's the last person there. Not going to cross the line, unfortunately. But that's your race 2 done. Monte, your winner there. Just doing a bit of quick maths there, just to double check. But Monte, your race winner there for split 2. As we will look at saving the old replay. All these replays are shared afterwards as well, folks, just so you're aware. But Monte, your race winner by 3.6 seconds from Swarguy. These are provisional, of course, but I didn't really see Monte in anything, so I can only imagine Monte has won. Spiner is in P3 there. Frosty P4, Hasnain P5, Mikey Michaelton P6, Dave P7, Johnny Weedo P8, Mario Moles P9, and Triple N81 is your P10. Top 10 finishers. Shout out to Johnny Weeto, by the way. Came up from split number 3. So Johnny Weeto's definitely improved on the score there. As we then continue on to P11, Zachary, P12 for Raffo, P13 for Psycho Killer, and P14 for Rascal. Oh, Rascal, thanks for that donation, mate. How embarrassing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The positive you are rating. Think of it that way, Rascal. Think of it that way. Right, folks, we are going to go towards an intermission once again as we then prepare for Split 3, which is going to have hopefully some more fantastic racing, and we'll see if there's any more surprises. Last time Split 3 had a fair few crashes. Hopefully not as many crashes this time, but we will wait and see. Oh, my button's come on.
This fever, I know nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end. You know what happens to dreams you don't follow, they crumble. You know I can't stay, what you're getting so hollow, so go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end.
Hello everybody, we are back. Well, I am back, should I say, and we are going to get ready for the next round. Of course, I've got to do some admin here. Who are we missing? We are missing one driver. We are missing Hosnight, so we will just try and find Hosnight, and then I need to set up the grid. I'll put you on some racing while we find Hosnight, of course. And hopefully my voice is preparing a little bit here. Don't like the music. We have all sorts of music. There's a different song for the last one. It's more Peggy 18, but at least it's past 10 o'clock at that point. In some places of the world, anyway. Oh, cheers, Murray, you legend. Thank you for sorting that out. So, what's happening in chat? I hope you've all enjoyed the racing so far. Good luck with your race, Forest. A black 350Z just passed the window. I'll always prefer it to the 370. Oh, Adam, you can't say that. The 370 is lovely in person. Lovely. Especially in white. I always get told the 370 in white is one of the only cars that suits white, actually. But let's actually go through some of the liveries while we just have a brief moment waiting for Hosnight. So we'll jump to Hake first of all. Let's have a look at this livery. I've actually got 2 glasses of water now, so I'm hoping I survive off that. Oh, cheers, Gamers PS. Look at that for a livery. That reminds me of Grand Theft Auto Vice City. That sort of 70s, 80s era. Looks lovely. Look at that. Fair play. Retro and a half. B Racing 1 then. Let's have a look at B Racing 1. Oh, sideways. What's the story behind getting a 370Z? Well, I always liked them anyway, but obviously then GT Academy, and then I drove one at GT Academy, I drove several at GT Academy. I just like them, and they're very rare in the UK anyway, so, well, not very rare, but rare. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a spinner, I don't know, but you don't have to wait up, B Racing 1, it's just racing at the moment. Let's go to Team Int 51. There we go. There's our final person here. Hosnight. Happy days. So it's nice when we get our full grid. So like last time, the grid walk's going to be slightly off with this one, okay? Basically, ignore row 1, and everyone from row 2 backwards is the same until we get to the last row, which is obviously not the last row because we've got the pole sitters from the previous split 4, coming into split number 3. But we'll continue going through the liveries, and then I'll have to set up the grid, of course. Let's jump to Tommy. 4706 in the black Fugu FrenZy machine. Oh yeah, I love my 370. I think it looks amazing, to be honest. It's aged very well. The only problem with it is it's a very heavy car. But I just drive it because I say it's rare. I like not being in a car which is everywhere. But then I found out someone around the corner has one from my work, which was very annoying. And then I found out someone's got one in the village. So yeah, it was very, very annoying, but even so. Let's jump to Tuvok now. Tuvok 82 in the actual Nissan GTR livery. Ah, yes, thank you. There you go. I'm glad somebody was paying attention there. How's the name? There we go. It's actually split 3. As Tuvok comes through there. Jump to Smith, who's decided to go lawnmower in. Definitely be able to spot that Fugu out on circuit. Now, who haven't we seen? Luco. So Luco was there was 3 drivers that they're basically on their first flying lap they got a penalty. Now one of the drivers isn't racing now. They dropped out, unfortunately, which was Illyrian. They couldn't make it tonight. Luco was one of the others, and Adamo was one as well. But we looked at each of those laps in turn, and they gained no advantage from it. So we took their second lap, because obviously it puts a red lap on the second lap, and we took that lap time. As we look at Luco in that Heineken machine. I know that's alcohol. Let's jump to corn on the cob, which I got told off for saying Lorny. It's corn on the cob. Always tell me off if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Always tell me off, because then I'll say it right. In fact, I don't know why I've got one of my headsets in, because I only listen to it when the music's on. So corn on the cob there. Let's jump to Forest now in the Pampers machine. We are so used to the Pampers machine. I was in Mini Madness, got upgraded to a Fugu, and look at it. What a legend Forest is. Let's jump to Wind's Wheels now. Is it going to be Tolbarone? Is it going to be the winning wheels? That is the question. As when I used to get Tolbarone every time my parents went on holiday. Come back and they go, here's Tolbarone. Let's jump now. Budweiser can. Oh no, we're going to the Branchy first. Press the wrong key on the keyboard. That's what happens. So we'll just have a look at Branchy. Been upgraded from Split 4 into Split 3. So a chance of gaining more points, just like Johnny Wheato did in the previous lap. So another Australian. So Budweiser can. There we go. Bud Racing. He's on a Toyota MR2. Other seeing another one on the road. 2 in my city. I haven't given anybody away, but I must admit. But I see a lot of 350s about. I don't see many 370s. Hosnight decided to stop with the Audi Sport livery there. Oh, going backwards now. Are we going to get going, Hosnight? I'm pretty sure that was Audi Sport. Nope, we ain't moving. Right, hopefully we've got everybody. I need to set the grid now, folks. So, I won't be a second. You get to see the grid as well as it happens. Let's see if we can have a look at it that way. There you go. Audi Sport livery. There we go. Right, okay, so I just need to set up the grids. Apologies if I've missed anybody. We missed Skull Crusher, I think. So, change grid order. So, who's starting on pole for this one? It is going to be Tuvok. And then it's Skull Crusher. Then it's... Yeah, I'll sing it. Team Inter. And then we have Smith. Of course, this is my look, isn't it? Everyone goes to the bottom. So, Team Inter Smith. Budweiser can. We then have B Racing 1. Normally I'd have a video to play, but Premiere Pro has been absolutely a bugger the past 2 days. That's why I didn't do a race earlier today as well. I've not done my favourite race that I like doing today, which is Blue Moon in Field A, because of Premiere Pro. I've been making sure that the race highlights got done and all the grid walks. Going on the car, Ronan GT, Hake. We've got Wind's Wheels, we have Tommy, Luco, Hosnight, and then the Branchy. So grid is all set. I'll just let the drivers know we are starting soon, and just so you're aware, we are also starting soon. But yeah, Premiere Pro has been an absolute nightmare for me over the past couple of days. I recommend not upgrading to 2020 if you can avoid doing it at all costs. So I hope everybody's ready. We're going to have a look at the grid walk. As I say, with the grid walk, ignore the first 2 people. Your pole sitter is actually Tuvok. And it's actually row 2 onwards that you are going to look for. With obviously the last row not showing in here because it's in the next one. But I hope you're all ready for racing as we begin the grid walk. Welcome to the Split 3 grid then. On pole position is Johnny Wheato with Raffo in second place. Row 2, Tuvok 82 and Skull Crusher. Row 3, Team It's 51 and Tessie Smith. Row number 4, we have Budweiser Can and B Racing 1 with row number 5, Forest and Corn on the Cob. Row number 6, we have Ronan GT Hake and Wind's Wheels. And finally, row number 7, Tommy and Luco. That is your Split 3 grid. Here we go then. Round 2, split number 3. Third of 4 races tonight. On pole is Tuvok, then Skull Crusher. You see the grid there with our Split 4 promoters, or promotees, Hosnight and Branchy there in P13 and P14. The Dairy will return. Excellent to hear that. Get ready for the race. Good luck, everybody, as we get ready for the green light. Anyone going to spin the wheels too much? We've seen a lot of botched starts here tonight. Is it going to be the same again? As we go racing here, looks like a pretty good start from everybody. Smith had a bit of a slow one there. Good one from Team It's 51 actually. Very close behind Skull Crusher. They head towards turn 1 further back there. 3-4 wide there. That's going to be very tight coming into there as everyone just squeezes each other there. Everyone did slow down very nicely, to be fair, to absolutely everyone, but very hard to go 3 wide in turn 1. It's hard to go 2 wide there, but we're on Hake at the moment, heading towards turn number 2. In fact, no, forget Hake. Jump towards the lead here. Skullcrusher and Tuvok, they're side by side in towards the break-in zone. And looks like Team Inter's going to take full advantage of that with the cutback. What a move by Team Inter. 2 positions in one go. Looks like it's going to get done. Let's just have a quick look further back. Hake's actually gained a few positions there. Everybody's still in the fight there. That's awesome to see as we continue on now down towards the right-hander. And Team Inter still got that position sorted. Yes, indeed. Through there they go. And they're still side by side. It's like split 1 all over again. It's Noah's Ark. In towards the left-hander we go. And Team Inter keeps that position for now. And Tuvok getting all sorts of sideways there. And looks like we're going line and stir very quickly. Skullcrusher around the outside of Tuvok after that oversteer moment. Hate's going to come into play here as well. Hate looking to try and get an opportunity here, potentially, as they head up towards the last sector here. But everybody in field of view, which is nice to see. It means we have some good cracking racing coming up here. Team Inter 51 goes in towards the corner. Look at this, line and stern. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Just the Constantina effect coming into play. Hate backs off there to let Tuvok regain some control. Good sportsmanlike conduct. We saw that there. Through there they go. And look at that line of stern round that corner. Who's at the back of the grid, by the way? I don't actually know. It's Wins Wheels at the moment. Hosniak's made the most ground out the 2 promotees. As Team Inter into turn 1 they go. Look at that, Smith right on the back of Team Inter 51 there. As they leave that corner. Oh, whoa, it's kicking off here. All sorts is kicked off there. Look at this. They're 2, 3, 4 wide further back. So Hake's up to P4. B Racing 1. Who's dropped out there? Because somebody must have dropped out, surely. As we continue on towards the right-hander. It's Tuvok who's lost out there. Yes, down to P11. In towards the right-hander we go. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Further back. Corner on the Cob's gone off. Hosniak's gone off again. Everybody's going off here. We'll try and have a look at the replay about what happened there. Yes, Tuvok lost heavily there. I'm going to try and look at what happened in turn number 1 when we get a bit of a moment here. But Tuvok on the inside of Tommy now, making ground because it was down to P11. Now trying to get back up to P9 here as not quite there. Looked like the nose of Tuvok was cut off there a little bit as they continue on now through the right-hander. And Luco looking to get a move done on Tuvok. Back down to P11 for Tuvok. In towards the left-hander. And Luco's gone a bit deep there. Tuvok says, thank you very much. I'll have that one back. Going to be on the inside then for the left-hander. That's all Tuvok's that. Through there we go. Let's see if we can have a look at what happened in that turn 1 briefly here. As we just make sure nobody gets the old curve bug there. What actually happened in turn 1 here? In towards the right-hander. Oh, Hake very, very deep on the brakes. Very deep on the brakes. Oh, and B Racing 1 was deep on the brakes as well. So that's what happened there. Bit deep on the brakes there from 2 people. And yeah, that's caused a little bit of carnage there. So Tuvok may not be happy with that one. We'll see what happens in terms of reporting and all sorts later on. But through we go. Smith in the lead from Team Inter 51. I didn't see where that happened, but Skullcrusher all over the back of Team Inter now as well. The Smith is looking to break away. Skullcrusher on the inside of Team Inter 51 as they head towards turn number 2. Side by side here. And Skullcrusher looking to be the last of the late breakers here. And gets the job done there. But Team Inter looking for the cutback. Not going to quite work there as we continue on out of the corner. And, oh, Blake, you legend. Thank you so much. I haven't got alerts on again yet, I'm afraid. So sorry to say that. But great commentating and great show despite an unlucky race for me. Still enjoyed it. Nice to hear, Blake. It was fantastic you got back involved, to be honest with you. We did see you coming back during that race. So thank you very much for that donation as well. Very much appreciated. As we continue on with Skullcrusher now in P2, Team Inter down to P3, and then Hake's leading at trainer cars there. B Racing 1, Budweiser can, Forest 4A. I actually recognise liveries. How about this, folks? The nice thing is P14 is still in there as well. It's nice to see everybody in with a fight here as we continue on. And Luco, so corner on the Cob lost heavily there. I'll see if I can spot that one. Murray, thank you for letting me know. That's not P13, that's P13. Let's have a goosey gander. That's already happened at that point. So, where the fight's happening at the moment, it looks like P2 is a bit of a fight. Skullcrusher, 4 tenths ahead of Team Inter 51. I don't know why I'm holding my ears, by the way. I was holding my headphones as if I'm like some form of NASA agent or something. and I can't hear anything, but all I can hear is the TV. So we continue on towards turn number 1. We're getting these pairs again. So split 3 is very much like split 1 here. We get the pairs of people fighting. Skull Crusher gets a better run out of turn 1 over Smith. Further back, we've got a bit of a fight going on. Nope, it's there we go. Budweiser Can and Forest. They're going to be side by side heading towards turn 2 here. Forest on the inside, so should have the advantage. Hake there further up as well. Defensive against B Racing 1. Breaks a little bit deep there. B Racing 1 with a lovely little cutback. That's how you do that one. And Forest for a Budweiser on the outside there. You don't see that very often. Forest was being very careful there not to hit Budweiser. And Budweiser takes full advantage. So good driving from both there. I'd say every position matters here, so anything can happen in this race. B Racing 1 goes defensive there, and Hake continues on round, trying to go for the cutback potentially. Going to have really good momentum here. Look at that! What momentum out that corner that was there. Must have been a gear change in there as well. In towards the left-hander we go. Congrats on your win there, Fusion. And in towards left, Hake looking for the cutback. Breaks though, gets out of it. Decides not to go for it for now. Further back, we've got Tommy under pressure from Luco and Tuvok there as well. Through the left-hander. And then the right. I'd have loved to have done manufacturers today, as I said earlier, but Premiere Pro decided against it, so I didn't, unfortunately, which is why there was no race. It's also why there was no video yesterday. It's Premiere Pro. So I'm trying to get it sorted. So there will be a video tomorrow, though, I can promise you that. As we look to B Racing 1 and Hake, they're still side by side here, or fighting at least. As Hake just gets a run here on B Racing 1. See what happens into turn number 1. They both have brought themselves previously a few laps ago. In towards the braking zone. And Hake's done it again. Just broke himself a little bit. Let's give B Racing 1 a huge amount of momentum. Through there, B Racing 1 goes. And obviously with all this fighting, the top 3 are just going to move away. Don't know why I did a cow impression then, but there we go. So in towards the braking zone again. Oh, Hake got out of it then. You saw how Hake straight line the braking there. That's to stop the car as best as possible. So good driving there from Hake. Budweiser can't throw it. Oh, there's a crash. There's a huge crash between Tuvok and Tommy. Can we go to that? So that's our first crash of the evening. Branchy's gone out somewhere as well. I missed that completely. So Branchy and Tommy have both had a crash there. Let's see if we can have a look at that on the replay. What's happened here? So looks like Luco's gone for the move on Tommy potentially. Yes, indeed. Gets it stopped there. Oh, is that netcode? That's a very harsh one in the grand scheme of it. I don't think that was anybody at fault, to be honest with you. We might have to have another look at that one at some point. Let's jump to this battle though. The battle for P4. Because it didn't look like he touched him, but he just span. It's very strange. Anyway, in towards the right-hander we go. Hake just tries to get the move done. B Racing 1 does the cutback. Says, you're not having that one, my friend. I'll have that one back. In towards the right-hander we go. And B Racing 1 keeping that position once again for now. Looks like Skull Crusher is catching Smith there. So we could have a battle for P1 very soon. Very close battle for P8. Or P7, should I say. Forest, Luco and Hulse Knight 1. Hulse Knight, remember, got promoted from split number 4, so once again showing that promotion really works out well for some people. Cheers, Murray. Murray's giving us updates here as well, which is good because Murray is the steward in the lobby at the time, so you get to see additional information, so thank you for that, Murray. Forest looks to try and go defensive against Luco, under pressure from all sorts of people here. They go 3 wide into this right-hander. Luco goes, oh, stops it actually, to be fair, did Luco. Forest had to back out that. Hulse Knight around the outside now of Forest as well. So Forest going to lose a couple more positions here. And I think Forest was going for the cutback. Didn't expect Luco to stop it. And yeah, fair play to Luco. Gets that position. Hulse Knight up into P8. And Forest all the way down to P9. We're coming on the cob right on the trumpet now. 2 Canadians getting very close to each other. As through there we go. Corner of the cob goes for avoiding action here. Going to be on the inside of Forest. As they head towards the left-hander. A bit of contact there. So maybe a bit of netcode come into play a little bit here. Yeah, 100%. That looked like lag there. That did look like lag. What I do want to do though is have a look at the incident from Tuvok's perspective in terms of that incident. So here we are in Tuvok. Tend towards the braking zone here. So, you know, absolutely fine here. Oh, so that's just unfortunate. There was a slight turn in Tommy. Tommy slightly turned there, it looked like, and it just caught Tuvok. It was like the tiniest of touches. So that's definitely a racing incident looking at that. Smith going all sorts of sideways there out of turn number 1. 1 second, or 1.1 I would say, to Skull Crusher there. Team Inter's dropped off Skull Crusher now after that early pace. Dropped off a little bit, or quite a lot actually. Hake's now still ahead of B-Racing 1. These two are still fighting. They're going to fight till the very end, I think, these two. So they head towards the break-in zone. Hake and B-Racing 1. And Hake manages to stop it this time. So keeps that P4 position for now. But with these two fighting, they're going to bring everybody else right back into the mix. Right back into the mix. Looks like they're working together, Murray. Maybe they literally, that's the counter of what I just said. So if they are working together, they need to really. I'll say Budweiser Cannon's not far away. That's 1.8 seconds. So they either need to push, or someone needs to overtake and try and break away very, very quickly. But we'll see what happens. Of course, when people flash me, I have no idea because I don't have a rear view camera on. So, yeah, explain that one. But through the left-hander we go. Oh, Luco gets all sorts of sideways there. And we'll see. Oh, Hakes nearly lost it completely there. So B-Racing 1's going to have a run here, I think. No, it just stays behind. So, as Murray says, there was some flash in there. So maybe that worked. Oh, a little bit of a tag there in towards the second braking zone. Through we go. And they continue on racing for now. But does Budweiser Can? No, Budweiser Can's lost it there. Budweiser Can lost it. Luco's going to have a run here. And so is Hosnight potentially. I'm not too sure. So they head towards turn 1 here. Luco on the inside of Budweiser Can here. And it looks like Luco's going to get it. It's a battle of beers here, isn't it? Heineken versus Budweiser. In towards the right hand. There we go. And through, and Budweiser can go for the cutback. Oh, lovely move. Oh, Hosnight's trying to go around the outside on the grass. Oh, my word. What an effort that is from Hosnight. As we head towards the right-hander, it's going to be very close between these three drivers. Hosnight's going to have dirt on his tyres. I can't imagine Hosnight getting his position done and dusted. We'll have to see. In towards the braking zone we go. They're going to be 3 wide. Luco on the inside. Budweiser can. They all managed to stop it and survive. Huge. Oh, no, Pampers. Pampers has gone. Oh no, it's a big crash. It's a huge, huge, huge crash. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh me. Huge crash. They all stopped it, but carnage. Carnage brought 2 here. And Branchy and Tommy are having a good fight there as well, it looks like. But oh my word. Hake's still leading that battle. Budweiser Can's still there. Hosnight's still there. Going on the cob. Windwheels to the... Let's see if we can have another look at that. We'll have a look at it from Forest 4A's perspective. So you can see the action up ahead. We'll actually go on board with Forest here. So into the roads of braking. So you see the 3 right. They stop it. You know, fair play for them all stopping. Oh, he just catches the curve, does Forest, and then Luco hits him. Another racing incident. Oh, how unlucky can you get? That Luco saves Forest there in all of that. How unlucky can you get? So the gap with Smith as Skull Crusher, 1.8 seconds. Yeah, it's just unlucky. Unlucky incidents. I mean, we had this last time in Split 3. Just unlucky incidents between drivers. People really trying to push on here. As we continue on towards the right-hander. I love this series stream. It's like FAA Champions Cup, just about. Oh, fair play. Thank you, mate. Glad you enjoy it. Budweiser Can gets all sorts of sideways there. Oh, nearly loses the car here. The Hosnight one's going to take full advantage of that and go up into P6, I'm sure, here. Or maybe not, actually. Maybe Budweiser can defend this. We'll have to wait and see as we head towards turn number 2. Budweiser on the right, Hosnight on the left. Here we go, in towards the braking zone. Is Budweiser going to have dirt on his tyres? I don't know. In towards the braking zone. Hosnight trying to go around the outside. Surely not going to work. Oh, it is going to work. Look at the run. Hosnight gets there. Superb driving by Hosnight. Up into P6. Remember, Hosnight was going to play in, or race in Split 4. So really getting some increased points here is Hosnight. So fair play for this. As you see further back, corner on the cob, trying to get rid of some dirt on the tyres. In towards the braking zone we go. All fine and dandy there. And corner on the cob doing okay. Now, there's a battle for P2 going on here. Or is there not? No, it's not. I lied. It's, they're all pretty far away from each other now. Oh, what's happened here? Has there been an incident? Hosnight and Budweiser Can, they're coming back at each other here. I thought it was all done and dusted. It appears not. In towards the left hand. There we go. Hosnight's running extremely wide. Look at how wide do you want to go there, Hosnight? Through there we go. And Budweiser back up into P6. My word, I was not expecting that. We'll see if we can watch that in the replay. Further back, we've got a battle left. P8 as well. Corner of the Cobb and Wins and Wheels. And Wins going towards the inside here. In towards the braking zone. Not going to quite work here. Corner of the Cobb brakes a little bit later on the more outside. It is corn. I got shouted at because of it. It's corn on the Cobb. It's meant to be a C. As through we go. And wow, interesting racing. Let's see if we can have a look at what happened to the Budweiser can and Hosnight thing, because I thought it was all done and dusted. So Budweiser can's obviously gone for the cutback here. Gone for that cutback. And then what's happened then? Hosnight's tried to outbrake Budweiser. Budweiser's gone, thanks very much, I'll go on the inside. And that's how Budweiser then got in front. So fair play with that. Some really smart driving from Budweiser can. Gets back up into P6. Happy days. They just gained a second on teaming. So that gap is definitely coming down. You are quite right there. So working together has worked for these two. They could very well be fighting for a podium finish very, very soon. £7 to change one. Well, it might not be available rapid. You got to remember that as well. So they use the L because at least it's most of a C, which might be the case in that situation. So that gap is 1.5 seconds now. We'll see if that gap comes down before the end. Excuse me. We are going to jump to P6 because this battle, I have a funny feeling, is going to continue towards the very end of this race, and I wouldn't be surprised if Wins Wheels gets involved in this as well. Now, Corner on the Cobb. What's happened to Corner on the Cobb here, actually? Because wasn't Corner on the Cobb racing Wins Wheels? Have I been mistaken there? I'm not 100% sure now. Fairest has dropped down to P11, which is unfortunate for Fairest. Why are the Canadians all together? What's going on here? Canadians are being too friendly. That's what it is. Okay, we continue on. Blame Canada. No, we won't blame Canada. We continue on towards the last sector here. The last corner. Through we go. And their line astern. They continue on racing. So Hosnight is catching up to Budweiser can again. Collusion confirmed. It is a hell of a comeback for Win Wheels, so you're quite right there. As I reckon Hosnight's got the pace here. Hosnight seems very racy in this one. So we head up to turn number 2. They actually call this turn number 3, you know, in reality. I don't know why. Oh, further back, Tubac. Under all sorts of pressure from Corner on the Cobb here. Gets it stopped on the apex there. Corner on the Cobb potentially going for the run out the corner. I'm not sure how much momentum they'll have. It's going down very quickly, that gap. Look at it now. It was under 2 tenths. Now under 1 tenth potentially. Yes, it is. And Corner on the Cobb goes towards the inside of Tubac. Into the braking zone we go. Corner on the Cobb gets it stopped here. And oh wow, Tubac round the outside. Corner on the Cobb played it a bit too safe there. Actually being full on Canadian, I think there was Corner on the Cobb, I have to say. All worked very well and good. Let's jump to that P6 battle. No, that's still the same. What's the gap now between Team Inter and Hake? It's 1.3 seconds. That gap's come down. B Racing 1's actually dropped off here. I'm not sure what's going on there. So Hake has really found some pace here. Smith with a 1:42.4 lap as well. That's a stunning lap by Smith, I've got to say. Again, that is literally top split territory in terms of times, as that gap comes down to 1.1 seconds, which is on 65-inch TV. Quality is awesome, Tidge. Good way to spend the afternoon. Oh, nice one, Slim Boy. I'm glad you're enjoying it, mate. As we continue on, Hosnight's got dirt on his tyres. Just weaving to try and get rid of the dirt there. Heading towards turn number 1. 2 tenths of a second here. Into the braking zone. Just clips the AstroTurf on the outside there. Going to have a run, maybe. I'm not too sure. Nope. Budweiser kind of gets a better run out of that corner just for now. Now, further back, the Canadians are all still at it. Tubac, Corner on the Cobb and Forest 4-8. Rendering on a potato. Jobus is PC. In towards the right-hander. And Tubac goes defensive again with Corner on the Cobb. Corner on the Cobb trying to go for that cutback again. Gets a bit of a wiggle on this time. Not sure it's going to be as good of a run. No, it's definitely not this time. And the Canadians still stay line astern. Let's go further back here. We've got Luco leading the battle with Branchy and Tommy. Now, obviously, we saw the Tommy incident. That was so unlucky. I didn't see what happened to Branchy. I think Murray saw what happened to Branchy. And we saw what happened to Luco again. Very unlucky. These, I imagine these three have been very unlucky. Luco was so unfortunate with Forest, I've got to say. It really was unfortunate. Now, I've just noticed Hake is right on Team Inter's trumpet here. Really is. 4/10 of a second. Yes, I just jumped to that, Murray, just as you said it as well. Yes, it's unbelievable, this. Let's see what happens now, because this is a battle for the final podium position here. Team Inter 51 versus Hake. Look at Hake. He's really caught up so fast here. Hake is on a mission here. You never know if Hake gets past quick. Could be on towards Skull Crusher here for that P2. I think P1's a bit out of reach there, 7.5 seconds. But let's see what happens here. Heading towards turn number 1 here. Hake just stays behind for now, using the AstroTurf. Oh, what's happened to Team Inter 51? He gets it all sorts of wrong. Was there contact there? Hake's backed out of that completely. I think there was contact there. Well, let's have a little look. I'm pretty sure there was contact there, which is why it all settled down very quickly. Yeah, a little bit of contact. So this is the good sportsman thing to do. Back out of it, give the person a little bit of space there to breathe and calm down and continue racing. So good sportsman-like stuff. Right, let's go to P6. Budweiser can still holding off Hosnight for now. Wins Wheels is getting in the mix, I think, now as well. It's going to be a three-way battle for that P6. Could be interesting. Tuvok could get involved as well. Tuvok's made some serious ground there, actually. And actually, Corn on the Cob has lost out to Forest in all of that as well. A huge lunge from Tommy. I'm guessing that was turn number 2. As you just see Corn on the Cob. Let's see if we can find Tommy in all this. So let's see what Tommy did here. Here's the lunge in towards the braking zone. Yeah, he gets it all wrong there, does Tommy. Branchy sees it coming, takes a normal corner. Tommy goes out wide there. No harm, no foul. Right, let's jump back to P6. Budweiser and Hosnight. Here we go. The battle for P6. I'm keeping an eye on that P3 battle as well. That's getting closer once again. This is the closer battle at the moment. I did wonder what happened, Slim Boy. It's nice that you're still watching though, mate. And Johnny Wito did what you did. Got promoted and is improving the score no end. And Hosnight 1 is doing the same. It's actually split 4. As they head towards turn number 1 here. And Hosnight getting very close again. So I think Hosnight is going to look to make a move soon again. Oh, Budweiser gets it all wrong. Oh, Hosnight takes a void in action there. I mean, fair play for taking a void in action. Let's jump towards that P3 battle then. And Ronan trying to go around that outside. Not going to work this time. Not got the momentum. Let's just jump to that P6 battle. No, that's just staying line and stern. Let's jump back to the P3 battle here. Team Inter 51 going to come under all sorts of pressure from Ronan. And that's going to bring B Racing 1 into the mix as well as we head towards the right-hander. Not quite this time. Team Inter goes for the point at the apex braking. And Hake goes for the inside line here, going for the cutback here. Going to have a little bit of a run on Team Inter 51. They're going to be side by side, heading towards the left-hander here. It's going to be Team Inter 51 on the inside. And going to keep that position for now. And going to stop at the apex as well. Good driving there. Stops the cutback completely. That is how you do that. And B Racing 1 getting in the mix now as well. And literally through we go. You laughed so hard when I said I couldn't breathe. I know, it was ridiculous. I couldn't keep up. But we continue on with the rating. Team Inter 51 goes defensive against Hake. This is bringing B Racing 1 into the mix here. So it's going to be a three-way fight for this third place. In towards the right-hander. Hake round the outside. Oh, what a move! What a move by Hake round the outside of Team Inter 51. Took full advantage of the cleanliness there. Did Hake round the outside. You do not see that very often. You do not see that very often at all. My word, what an effort. And Team Inter's coming back at Hake. Not going to quite work out there. Oh, gets all sorts of oversteer there. And let's jump to P6 quickly. What's Hosnight and Budweiser can doing? There's still line astern. Let's jump back to the P3 battle. What a move. I'm so glad we caught that. As you see, Hake goes defensive now. Team Inter trying to go around the outside. This is going to bring B Racing 1 into the mix as well, remember. Hake manages to get it stopped. Team Inter goes for the little run off the corner. Not going to quite work there. Looks like B Racing 1 ran a little bit wide here. But even so, after all of this, Tessie Smith is just driving away 11.5 seconds here from this battle. And going to be 7 seconds ahead of Skull Crusher as these head towards the right-hander. Team into has to stay behind for now. Let's jump to the P6 battle here. Knight still not found a way. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Oh, a little bit of a hit. Just stops again. Good sportsmanlike conduct. Just stops. Lets Budweiser can just recover the drive and then continues racing. It's good to see. Good sportsmanlike conduct. Remember, there is a prize for sportsmanlike conduct in the championship. You do get to win something for it. I want to promote good sportsmanlike conduct, and that's one of the reasons why. Continue on here with Hake, Team into B Racing. See you later, Fusion. And it looks like Hake's going to start pulling away now. It's a big ask to try and recover 4.1 seconds, though, as we go further back. B81 all over the back of Team Inter now. Team Inter looking to try and keep this 4th place. Has got 2 laps to do it, as we are about to head on to the penultimate lap here. As Team Inter 51 in 4th place. Hake's going to drive away. I think Hake has some serious pace under that belt. Smith up to a 42.3, by the way, in lap time. Smith showing some real pace here. Go to Budweiser Can. Knight 1. They head on to the penultimate lap right now. Knight still right behind Budweiser Can as they head towards turn number 1 once again. Into the right-hander they go. Line astern, through they go. Any mistakes this time? Yes, from Budweiser. That's going to give Knight a really good run here. Budweiser goes defensive. Knight goes towards the left-hand side. I'm just keeping an eye on that P4 battle as well. We continue on with this P6 battle for now, because I don't think a move was made. As we continue towards the right-hander. Knight using all the track there on the left. As we head towards the right-hander here. Knight looking to try and outbrake Budweiser Can. They're side by side. Knight trying to get the better run out the corner. They're going to remain side by side, I think, as they leave that corner. Who's got the advantage here? It's equal. It's equal so far. As they head now towards the right-hander. So Budweiser got the inside line. Inside line here. So Budweiser just needs to stop it on the apex. A little bit of contact there, under braking. Nothing major. I think Knight just lost the rear a little bit there. So Budweiser going to keep that position for now. Knight is gaining a little bit of speed here. And into the left we go. And it looks like Hake's been caught up in all of this, actually. Let's just jump to our P3 battle. He has indeed. Look at this. Team Inter 51 all over the back of Hake now. As we are going to head towards the final lap here. Hake's under all sorts of pressure. I thought Hake would drive away, but that's not the case here. As we head towards the last sector once again. Not sure what's happened to Hake there in all of that one. But going to keep that position for now. That helps Team Inter, I suppose, a little bit with the slipstream. Through the right-hander we go. And they continue on. Let's jump to that P6 battle. It's Budweiser Can and Knight 1. This is to 5 for P6. Remember, every position counts. There's a lot of points on offer here. 2 points. Oh, Knight's going to have the run. Knight's going to have the run at the last corner here. Going to have the run to turn 1. No, has to pull back in here. And it could be a 4-way 5 to this P6 battle by the very end if they keep fighting this hard as they head towards turn number 1 here. Knight, Budweiser Can. Any mistakes out of this turn 1? It's going to be critical here. And Knight's going to have the run here. Let's jump to our P3 battle though. Hake, Team Inter 51 now going to be fighting as they head towards the right-hander here. Team Inter 51 on the outside. B81 trying to get involved as well. In towards the right-hander here. Hake stops it on the apex beautifully. Team Inter trying to go for the cutback here. Gets a lovely run out of the corner now. Let's jump quickly to the P6 battle. Knight 1 on the inside of Budweiser Can. A little bit of contact there as they go onto that corner. Who's going to have a better run out of the corner? Oh, Budweiser gets all sorts of sideways. Let's jump to the P3 battle. Hake's on the inside of Team Inter 51. It's split 1 all over again. Now in split 3. Through there we go. And Hake's still got the position for now. Let's quickly jump to P6 battle, sorry, as Knight's on the inside of Budweiser Can. Oh, Win Wheels is having to defend from Tuvok. Oh, he's had to actually stop it there, did Knight. He actually had to avoid hitting Budweiser Can a little bit there. But Win Wheels is going to take full advantage of that as they head towards the left-hander. I'm going to have to jump to the P3 battle again in a second. A little bit of contact there with Win's Wheels. Oh, it's getting a little bit not dirty, dishy is the word I was after, not dirty, because it's not dirty, no one's pile driving anyone off to Narnia, but that's right, that battle's finished. Let's go to Smith, quickly crosses the line there. There's your P2, that's going to be Skull Crusher. We're going to jump to this P3 battle quickly. We've got, that's B81 going off there, so Hake's going to get P3, Team Inter P4, P5 B81, P6 for Knight 1, it looks like by the end of this. Budweiser Can back up to P7 here. Oh no, Knight's gone wide, Budweiser Can's going to get a position. Budweiser Can up to P6. Knight drops to P7. Win Wheels P8 to P9. First P10. Corner on the car P11. P12 for Luco. P13 for Bradji. And P14 for Tommy. 4706. Wow, what an end to that race that was. My word. It all kicked off. I would actually argue that probably P6 battle finished how we probably should have done in the end. With that little incident on that right-hander. So... wow, I can't believe Knight ran wide there at the very end. lucky penalties aren't on, I guess, in that situation. But I would argue that it's fine in that situation as well. But let's save the replay. Let's have a look at the provisional race results. Smith, your race winner, got down to a 42-2. So Smith really showing some pace there. That's easily split one pace. 42-2. My word. Who said GT7 will be out? Yeah, who knows? But then we got Skull Crusher in P2. Hake in P3. Just managed to hold off Team into 51. After all of that, I thought Hake would pull away. B-Race 1 ran wide at the very end there. Budweiser Can and Hosnight, they had a crazy battle for P6 most of the race. Wind's Wheel there, P8, took up P9. That's a good recovery drive for both of those drivers. P10 for Forest, P11 for Corn on the Cob, P12 for Luco, P13 for Branchy, and P14 for Tommy there. So Branchy doesn't really lose out too much there with the promotion. Hod's Knight actually gains a significant amount there, and that is going to be your split 3 race right there. The break for the final race is shorter than the break that we had previously. I just need to run to the toilet. I've got 2 drinks here, so I'll have to go get a drink. So I will speak to you all again very soon in about 3.5 minutes time, and we'll be looking at the final split of the evening, split number 4.
I've got 30 minutes if you wanna spill your mind. Give me all your reasons to why I should take my time. Used to have forever, but you never cared that much. Just tell me why I should give you more than a goodbye, baby. Why you won't tell me why you won't. Do it again, do it again, do it again. Do it again and we won't end up as friends. Do it again, do it again, do it again. I trusted you once, but I won't do that again. After 30 seconds, if you wanna pick your price, don't ask for forgiveness, 'cause you know I'm not that type. You know you had me good, but now I can't look into your eyes. Oh baby, just tell me why I should give you more than a goodbye, baby. Why you won't tell me why you won't. Do it again, do it again, do it again. Do it again and we won't end up as friends. Do it again, do it again, do it again. I trusted you once, but I won't do that again. Again, 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 babe. Again, babe. I won't do that again. Again, 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 babe. Again, babe. Oh, baby, don't know what you started. You just lost a friend, left me broken hearted, so you could have a taste. The grass ain't really greener, and now you've seen it for yourself. And you would do it again, do it again, do it again. Do it again, and we won't end up as friends. Do it again, do it again, do it again. I trusted you once, but I won't do that again. Again, 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 babe. Again, babe. I won't do that again. Again, 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 babe. Again, babe.
Welcome back then. Oh, let's get rid of the round. There we go. It's split number 4 for you. We're just doing the register. I sound like a teacher now, don't I? Just to make sure everything is golden and okay. I won't be a second. We are missing a few people here. We do have that individual. I hope everyone's enjoyed tonight. It's been good fun. As I normally, when I do the administrative parts, like this one and the last one, there would normally be a video playing. Unfortunately, as I say, Premiere Pro decided it didn't want to play anymore. So, like, even the grid walks were finished at 7:45, I think it was, tonight. It's 7:45 or 10 to, I can't remember exactly. It's around that time. Honestly, I was getting a bit stressy with it, if I'm honest with you. Let's have a look. We are missing 3 people, so we'll just wait to see if those 3 people turn up. Let's get cars on screen for you, so you can have a look at who is in what. So we've got let's have a look. Sorry, I'm just telling everyone. So split 4 is open. I forgot to write split 3 is open previously. Not very good of me. Oh my word. Just on your first FIA manufacturer race, do you think 5th is decent? Yes, 5th is decent. So we are just waiting for... Ah, okay, Maizen is waiting for an update. Is that what I've just read in chat? Okay, that explains that. Yo, Todd, you okay, my friend? That explains Maizen. We just need Posse Wave and Jedi Jonah. So let's see if we can get hold of those folks. So we got Posse Wave and Jedi Jonah. Groovy! That's good to hear, Groovy. Right, let's we'll just let some of the drivers try and get in. We'll go through some of the liveries that are in at the moment. I've drank, I think, 4 pints of water during this commentary. I'm on my last glass of water now. There we go, we got one of the drivers, we've got Maizen in. So yes, I do drink a lot. I've had a cup of tea in all of this as well. So we're just missing 2 individuals now. But there's Jaeger in the black machine there. So let's go to Hobie. In the Lego machine. Gets a bit of oversteer there. Same old gamers. I'm always good, me though. Like even with it, like the only thing I was frustrated with is obviously today was Blue Moon Infield A, and I love that circuit, and I was actually gutted I missed out on racing that today. But Fugu FrenZy is my priority. I've always said that. So you know, out the 2, and Jomas was talking to me about it as well. Out the 2, I will always try and make sure Fugu FrenZy is my #1 priority. Like last night, Premiere Pro was just failing constantly, so I gave up on it at 11:30. 11:45, I was just like, I'm just playing another game for half an hour. Imagine Jimmy in the competition. Well, when I go on these world tours, literally, I'm the person who drinks the most. I'm constantly getting water, and I'm not even commentating when I'm at these world tours. There's Trevor Nick in that racing team livery that we saw last time. Need to bring Jimmy in to split the workload and save the boys. Get Jimmy in. I'll commentate in my new shed and Jimmy can commentate in his shed. I probably would have as well, Todd, to be honest, but as I say, Fugu FrenZy is my top priority, so I'll always focus this because it's for you guys. Yeah, it is typical, but as I've always say, you guys are my primary focus, which is why I put the F in. Trevor Nick, good guy, very clean speed. Yes, he is. Trevor Nick has been involved in many races. Very clean racer. Let's go to Bonjour Storm. Tidge could drink a waterfall all day, but Jomas can tell you this. Like, when I'm on these world tours, I am literally... Yes, we are, Maury. We're missing Jedi Jonah. So we'll give Jedi Jonah a few more minutes. When I'm on these world tours, I'm just constantly drinking, like necking this stuff. See Bonjour Storm. Who have we not looked at? Waze. I love sushi. Lovely. Yeah, Hans is in P8 at the moment. These cars are worth a small fortune in real life, and yet we're racing them. Well, they could. I think that's the thing for me personally, is that what the heck is that logo? Because that is not a very friendly logo. It looks like. That is against the rules. That is very much against the rules. So we won't be looking at that car anymore. Let's put it that way. Let's go to semicolon. Well, yeah, I blimmin' hate sparkling water. You're in the same racing team as Trev? Ah, that's good to hear. There's semicolon. I'm happy semicolon got in. He just missed out, literally, on the initial qualifying, but a couple of people dropped out. I can tell you what it was, but I mean, it's not as obvious as what it could be, but it is very much against the rules. So we'll be commentating on waves from quite far away. Bazinga there in the Red Bull machine. I mean, that's literally what it should be. We're at the circuit. Yes, it was full on Peggy 18. Oh dear, Todd. That's a terrible joke. Oh, wow. Did anyone just notice that on Bazinga's car? I just saw it. Has that got the Red Bull livery on the window wipers? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go on board here. Look at the wipers. Oh, superb. Look at that. I've never, ever seen that with the wipers. Oh, Gamer PS, welcome to the club or crew or whatever you want to call it. You absolute legend. Thank you so much, mate. I haven't got announcements on with this. I am going to sort that out in the future to have announcements on. But yes, welcome, Gamer. Thank you again. Very much appreciated. No, it's fine, Murray, because we're already in now. I'd rather just get on with the race at this point. And we are past the watershed, so I'll just mention it afterwards. We're not going to go on to ways, that's the only thing. As in, like, look at the car. We finally get to look at this livery! I know Adamor's been wanting to show this for ages! The BTCC livery is finally here! But in the Fugu variation. Bazinga is a master of livery and art. Look at that. Look at that. What a livery that is. That's awesome. And look, we even got like the Z in there and everything. Awesome livery. I'm so glad Adamor's got it in finally though. So glad. Imagine if it rated me super soft. So we are just waiting for one individual. I'm going to give them till... I've not heard anything from them. Are they in there? We're gonna give Jedi Jonah just a little bit of time. We'll give Jedi Jonah till 1:45, and then next reserve is, just so they are aware, Andy Reeves. You are next in line, so just be ready if you are there, my friend. Be Andy Reeves. So we got Posse Wave here. Now Posse Wave did a very sportsmanlike conduct action last time. Is that the best way to describe it? I don't know. But basically, Posse Wave had huge lag, so left the race. The last race. So got minimum points out of it, but it's good sportsmanlike conduct. That, as I say, we've got a prize for sportsmanlike conduct, and that sort of thing is literally, you know, something that would get you that. We've had a lot of good sportsmanlike stuff in this round this week. Well, Magic's here now, who has... Please don't tell me they're spiders. Oh my word. We've got redbacks. Oh, Magic's here. What are you doing to us? What are you doing? Look at that. I'm assuming they're redbacks anyway. I know there's redbacks in Australia. Oh dear. I don't like spiders. Yep, spiders. Redbacks there, Black Widows here. There's no Black Widows in the UK. The biggest thing we've got is a garden spider. And they're bloody horrible anyway. Hansa, we're not looked at Hansa. Hansa, Austrian, so he's at his he's at his home race. How do we get involved in this? Good question, Hyper Havoc, and perfect opportunity for me to talk about it. So in the description, you will see a PDF. If you go to the PDF, it's got all the rules and regs in there, and also the link to the entry form. You've got until the end of this month, July, to enter. So look up, there's a spider above you. Nope, there are some spiders around. There's one behind my PC, but it's one of those daddy long leg ones, so I don't mind. But yes, you can enter by the end of this month. The criteria to enter: your driver rating has to be a C, and your SR rating has to be S. Now, if you're a DRD at the moment, you can still enter. You just can't get into the race. You have to then build up your DR before the next race. Hansa gives us another flash there. You can tell Hans has been watching. Oh, Aldi! Of course, we've got Trevor Nick's teammate there, Aldi. So, have we heard from Jedi Jonah? I am waiting at the lobby door. Yes, you've got we've got 1 more minute, and then you'll be coming in there, Andy. Well, you've got 20 seconds basically. So, if we don't see anything. I'm actually pretty okay, dude. Hey, Spider Williams, you're the exception. So who have we not looked at here? Have we looked at everybody? Misen, we've not looked at Misen. There we go. I knew we'd miss somebody. I always miss somebody. It's typical of me. I think we missed Skull Crusher in a lot of that, to be fair. So apologies to Skull Crusher. It is hard having to walk on our hands. That's confirmed. So yeah, Andy Rees, if you want to enter the lobby, my friend, you are going to be racing this race. Congratulations. I'll just put you in green on my my old spreadsheet here. There we go. Andy Rees comes in, so we have a full grid. We'll just let Andy give him a moment to get in, and then I'll set the grid. So you will have a lap or so, Andy. We'll have a look at your livery as well. Todd, you know what split it is. You know what split it is. In fact, I'm going to have another drink of water, actually. Oh, man. My voice. Yeah, I think Todd is trolling you, Falconers and Kieran. Very nice lap. Yes, that's a good shout there. Bonjour Storm's going in reverse. He loves doing that. Very nice lap by Trevor Nick. 42.9. That would be split 2. You nailed that in quali. So, Andy should be in now, yes. So, let's just set the grid, folks. I'm going to have to concentrate a little bit while doing this because we've got reserves and all sorts here. So, who's in pole? It is Misen in pole. So, we've got Misen in pole and we've got Bonjour Storm. Bonjour Storm. We've got Hobie. There we go. And then we've got Waze in the Peggy 18 livery, which is against the rules, as I say, we'll mention it afterwards. We've got Magic's here. And then we've got Trevor Nick. Magic's here, Waze, Magic here, Trevor Nick, Jaeger. Jaeger got very nervous last week because he was on pole in the split. Not on pole this time, right in the slap bang middle of the pack. In fact, the Germans are next to each other here. Bazinga's there. You then have Potty Wave. Semicolon. Aldi. Adamor. Hansa and Andy. So that is your grid. We will do an actual grid walk. Now, in the grid walk, ignore the first row. We continue on to row number, I don't know what row it will be. Let's have a look. 6, and then it's going to get a bit carnagey, but we will still play the grid walk all the same. We're just going to have a look at Andy's livery before we kick off, as we see a couple of people having a bit of a demolition derby. It's the same livery as last time. The classic gold and black livery there. We continue on now towards turn number 1. Well, whenever you start a content channel, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, whatever it might be, just think about what you want to achieve with the channel. That's the only advice I can give anybody who wants to do content creation. Think about what you want to achieve with it, and whether your goal is realistic or not as well. You've also got to remember that. So what you want to achieve, is it realistic? And then give yourself a target and a time frame to do it in. And we'll just get this livery a bit longer. Right, let's tell everybody. We are going to start soon. I'm going to let Andy Reeves finish this lap, and then we will kick off, folks, with the final race of the evening. It is the old Lotus F1 livery. Well spotted there, Sabre. Well spotted indeed. As I say, I can only apologise for the 2 videos that were missing during this programme. That would normally be in there. I can tell you one was a driver profile, and one was... well, one was the question that was asked. How do you enter this? We were going to have that. It is a John Player special. Any questions before we kick off this one? Who is taming the bull? That is the question. Who do you think is going to win this one then, folks? You've seen the grid briefly. We are going to go to that grid in just a second. As everybody is getting ready here. Awoob is master in GT Sport. We will see. Let's go to that final grid walk. Welcome to the split 4 grid then, the final grid of the day, and Hosnight 1 is on pole position with Branchy in P2. Row 2 is Maizen and Bonjour Storm, with row 3 being Hobie and Waze. Very close times between all of those drivers. Row number 4, Magic's here and Trevor Nick. Row number 5, we have Jaeger and Bazinga. Again, very close times here. Row number 6, we have Posse Wave and Jedi Jonah. And finally, row number 7, Semicolon and Aldi. Here we go then. The final race of the evening is split number 4. We've got money on Bazinga. Trevo Nick's got some supporters. Bonjour Storm as well. Let's see what happens here. But Maizen in pole. Bonjour Storm in P2. Let's see what Andy Reeves gets up to there in hands. Obviously, they're the last reserves to come in there. Andy Reeves especially with very little practice in the lobby as we get ready for the race here. Final race of the evening. Split number 4. Let's get ready for some more fantastic racing as we get ready, and off we go. It looks like a pretty good start there from Maizen and Bonjour Storm. Looks like everyone's had a clean start. I think that's one of the best starts we've had tonight there from the split 4 races as we head towards turn number 1. Bonjour Storm on the inside of Maizen there potentially. Maizen tries to outbrake Bonjour Storm. They both try and outbrake each other. Oh, they failed there miserably. Bonjour Storm comes back on track. Maizen's going to have all sorts to do on his tyres. Hobie's up to P2 there, and we've got Waze into P3. And we just stay on Hobie for now as we head up towards the right-hander. Maizen's clear, got away there. And it looks like Trevor Nick looking to try and make moves as well. Further back, oh, they're side by side. Andy Reeves is up to P10. How on earth has he done that? As they all basically stop on the corner there. I mean, good attempt there, trying to, settle down there through the corner. Andy Reeves into P10 out of nowhere. Unbelievable start for Andy Reeves as we continue on there out of the corner. And we head down the hill here. We jump to P4 or P3. Well, I don't know what position we're fighting for here. But Waze is up into P2. Trevor Nick and Hobie there side by side. Bonjour Storm's in the mix there as well. Look at that, they're going to go 3 wide here as they continue towards the left-hander here. And Hobie on the inside of Trevor Nick, surely going to get this position nailed and done and dusted. He is indeed. And, it's getting a bit tight there, but yes, he does indeed. And Bonjour Storm looking down the inside of Trevor Nick there as well. Look at that, lovely side-by-side racing. What a lovely opportunistic move there by Bonjour Storm. And gets P4 there, well played. Further back, Magic's here, Bazinga there side-by-side as well. And they continue racing. Magic's here on the inside of Bazinga there, though, so probably going to get this position, maybe. Let's see. No, Bazinga around the outside. What a move by Bazinga on the red back machine of Magic's here there as they continue through there now. Look further back here. Andrew's still in that P10 position. Jaeger's right behind Adamo in that BTTC sort of machine livery. But Maizen leading the way. Hands are there in the mix. Not DJing, of course, but in the mix for this battle here on the inside of Posse Wave. In towards the right-hander we go. Gets it stopped. Lovely bit of driving there. Oh, perfect driving from these drivers. Very well played. Further up, we have a battle for P8. Adamo and Jaeger. We saw... Oh, let's go a bit further up the grid, actually. Hobie, Bonjour Storm, Trevor Nick, they're side by side. We'll also jump to the Jaeger battle in a second, but this is a bit further up. Bonjour Storm on the outside of Hobie here. Going to get the position there from Hobie. Well played by them, and Adamo keeps the position from Jaeger as well as we continue on now. No worries, Classic, thanks for tuning in, mate, as we continue on now to the right-hander. Bonjour Storm going to keep that position from Hobie. Is indeed. Magic here goes a little bit deep there. Adam Moore goes a little bit deep as well. And further back, we're trying to keep hold of all, or keep on top of all these positions at the moment. But some cracking racing so far from these people. Unbelievable stuff. Really has been nice and clean, and it's nice to watch. I like watching clean racing. It's good. I wish I could be a part of it, to be honest with you. As we continue on now, P4, P3 is the battle. Trevor Nick is past Hobie. I didn't see where that had happened. Bazinga is obviously going to be on the back of Hobie very quickly there as well in that Red Bull machine. Wanting to bring the Red Bull machine into P1, I would imagine, here at the Austrian Red Bull Ring. Through we go, and Bonjour Storm leading this big pack of cars. Through the right-hander we go. Bonjour Storm having a much better race this week. Good to see. I say this week, this round. It was last month, the other round. Let's go to that P10 battle, P9, P8 battle. Trying to keep on top of this. Aldi in the gravel lost loads of time. We'll see if we can have a look at that. I'm assuming Aldi is at the back of the pack at the moment. Oh, Andy Rees goes for the move, potentially. Not quite here, not quite. Showed the nose. Didn't quite get it done there. And further back as well, we've got the fight with Hansa and Posse Wave there, quite close. Let's jump to the P3 battle here. Bonjour Storm and Trevor Nick. Trevor Nick looking down the inside. No, pulls out of it for now. So they're going to go line astern through there. Waze is actually in the lead. Not sure what's happened there. Waze into lead past Meisen. I did not see where that happened. But they're going to be fighting then. I'm sure of it. They have to be, really. Look how close they are to each other. Slipstream will take effect there. We'll see what happens. Unless Waze just really goes on a mission here. Look, Waze is definitely on a mission, actually, looking at that. We look to the P3 battle there. Bonjour Storm. Still ahead of Trevor Nick for now. Look at this. Loads of cars in this battle. Really is loads of cars. See Adam Moore in the distance there. Has lost out to Jaeger at some point in the lap. But we'll focus on this P3 battle for now. Into the left we go. Yes, imagine that rapid. Oh God. Oh God. Todd, now you told me that, I don't want to say any words. Oh dear me. Oh dear. As we continue towards the right hander, Bonjour Storm leading this pack of cars. So Bonjour Storm, Trevor Nick, Hobie. And Waze with a 1:42.9. That's fastest lap to date in this race so far. We did see that Trevor Nick can do those kind of lap times. Well, Bonjour Storm using all the track there. My word, that's a good use of the track. I don't personally use that much because you get a bit of oversteer, as we saw Bonjour Storm get there. And it's actually losing a lot of time there. Look at that. Lost a lot of time. Well over a tenth to Trevor Nick. Oh, it would be awesome. It would be awesome, Falconers. There's so many secret options in the background in lobbies, I can't even tell you. Jomas knows, because Jomas found it. Jomas showed me them. Through we go, and Bonjour Storm still leading the way there in this battle for P3. Waze still leading the overall pack there. Meisen not dropping off. And it's just lying astern at the moment. We're just calming down a little bit. Let's have a bit further back. What's kicking off here? Andy Reeves down to P11. And to P12. Posse Wave P13, and then Aldi just at the back there in P14. Still on the same straight though, which is good to see. As Hansa, Andy Reeves goes a little bit deep. That's going to give Hansa a bit of an opportunity here. And Hansa looking on the inside potentially of Andy Reeves. Andy Reeves gives a lot of space there. Good driving. In towards the left. No, there. Andy Reeves keeps that position for now. Oh yeah, and the additional camera views. There's so many camera views. Like, you can also change like the moisture and stuff of the wet, of the rain and all sorts, and the grip levels, and it's crazy how much customization there is in the background. It really is crazy. Taking a shower after that race. Did you do the I didn't do the manufacturer race. No, as I was saying. Oh, Bonjour Storm goes all sorts of sideways. Oh, Trevor Nick's going to be all over the back of this surely now. Doesn't get as much of a run as I thought. But no, I didn't do the manufacturer race. I'm a bit gutted I didn't, but hey, who cares? This is better. Fugu FrenZy for the win. In towards the right hand we go with Bonjour Storm, Trevor Nick. Trevor Nick gets a little bit sideways. Here we go. Here's the run Trevor Nick was after. Onto the inside. Oh my word, someone's had an absolute bad spin there. Not sure who that was. We'll try and get hold and see who that was. I think it's somebody up in the top lot though. In towards the right hander. Trevor Nick on the inside. Doesn't get it done, my word. Bonjour Storm breaks later, gets the job done. Right, somebody span and went to Narnia there. It was Magic's here, the red back machine. What happened here? What happened? In towards the braking zone we go. Oh, just lost the rear. Lost the rear, and round Magic's here goes. Oh, that's a big old spin, that one. A big old spin. So, Meisen's all over the back of Waze there. We'll have a look at that battle. So, Meisen all over the back of Waze here. Battle for P1 is definitely on. Waze goes a little bit deep there. Into the left. That's going to allow Meisen to be all over the back of Waze. Spider jumped onto his face. Into the braking zone we go. Oh, Meisen's gone too deep there. Well too deep. They've both gone well too deep. Now, they can't abuse track limits. They're not allowed to do that. Obviously, mistakes will happen. So we're aware of that. And it also causes that to happen with dirty tyres. So that's actually going to bring Bonjour Storm potentially into it. And maybe Trevo Nick. This could turn into a very juicy end to the race quite quickly. Because everyone's on that straight there. So you can see how dirty tyres is having a big impact. A big, big impact. Literally, you run wide once, you're going to be getting oversteer and all sorts, and it really does impact the car. We didn't want to turn penalties on because literally PD have wrecked the penalty system. So, yeah, we're trying to avoid that. Trevor Nick looking to get by Bonjour Storm again. Down the inside, potentially here. Looking to brake later. Not quite again. Trevor Nick is racing so squeaky clean. It really is awesome to see such squeaky clean racing. Oh, Bazinga and Jaeger. What's happened there? Bazinga and Jaeger, they've been side by side. Let's jump to that battle. It looks like Bazinga might have lost out in that. Let's see if we can have another look at it. So, Bazinga definitely was the lead car in this overtake. Into the braking zone we go. Bazinga outbrakes. Just outbrakes himself there. Runs a little bit wide. Jaeger goes, thank you very much. And I'll have that position. Fair play. So through Jaeger goes into P number 6. I lost my train of thought there because Benton, you legend, thank you so much for that donation. Very much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the racing here. Absolute legend, of course. You see Waze is extending that gap a little bit now to Meisen. That's up to 7/10. Bonjour Storm, 2.5 seconds behind Meisen there. But has Trevor Nick all over his trumpet. And Trevor Nick being very cautious with track limits there as well. We will keep an eye on track limits for the two leaders because, as I say, they ran very wide there. They're the widest two people I've seen there. So they will have to be careful. Jaeger's already pulled a bit of a gap there to Bazinga. So obviously getting a bit more confidence now, Jaeger. Jaeger did say he was very nervous, very, very nervous in the last race. So, yes. Oh, Benton, you legend. Have another. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much indeed. Very much appreciated. As Adamo comes through that corner, absolutely no problem. Semicolon following behind. There's a battle further back. That's going to be Andy Rees and Posse Wave. No laughing. As we continue on. No fight there at the moment. Who's unfortunately at the back there? Still Magic's here. Really unfortunate incident there. Well, not unfortunate spin. In the red back machine. If you don't like spiders, look away now. You're about to see some. You're about to see a lot. Deadly spider, the red back. Look at that. Unbelievable. Right, let's go back to the battle for P3. The Bonjour Storm and Trevor Nick. I can stop my water for vodka. Well, we are going to do a little bit of a fun housewarming stream. Literally when I move in. No, Podium. We moved back to YouTube quite a while ago. Meisen's actually caught up to Waze there again. Bonjour Storm still got Trevor Nick all over his trumpet here. Trevor Nick looking. I don't think that's going to work there. Although we have seen some crazy moves here. Bazinga before went round the outside on that first right-hander in this last sector. Unbelievable effort. As through we go. Oh, Benson, you legend. Thank you so much. Again. Go on then. Legend. Thank you so much indeed. Unbelievable stuff. And Saber as well. One from me as well. Why word. Thank you so much for the support. I'm glad you're enjoying the content, folks. Really am glad. Imagine the commentary after 4. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm not sure I'll be able to speak because vodka dehydrates you. Absolute legends. Thank you both there. Very much appreciated. But let's focus on the race here. Trevor Nick is looking to try and overtake Bonjour Storm not going to quite work there. The gap to Meisen has also stayed round about the same there. So up by a tenth. It was 2.5, it's 2.6. Can't make it 2.7s here, there, or neither here nor there. Mistake from Adamore, semicolon went past. Thank you, Mario Moles. If you're wondering why Mario Moles is in the lobby, he's the steward. So Mario's supplying some key info, which is very nice. See if we can have a look at what happened here with Adamore. No, it's already happened there. I do love that livery though. I'm so glad Adamore gets to race. Oh no, podium. We're just doing other games on Twitch. So the battle for P1 is on. The battle for P3 is on. And yeah, we've got lots of pairings again. That's what we're seeing mostly at this track. It's quite unusual, to be honest. All these pairings happening. It's I was expecting more gaps between drivers. And not pairings normally happens on the very high-speed circuits. It is a power circuit, this circuit, but even so, it's just still the same cars. Oh my word, Saber, you legend! Thank you so much. My word, you guys have been legends tonight. Thank you again, very much appreciated. Bonjour Storm just pulling a little bit of a gap there to Trevor Nick. Actually done a pretty good lap there, it looks like, because it's down to 2.3 seconds now. As Meisen runs a little bit wide there. That's nothing major, that. They're nothing major in terms of gaining advantage. It's the big ones that we look out for. But it is a little bit more open now as Aldi goes all the way off there onto the grass. That is an advantage. That's going to absolutely cause carnage at turn 1, as you're about to witness with Aldi. We are going to jump to the P1 battle in a second. Does Aldi get it stopped? Nearly. Tries his best. So, Meisen's actually dropped off there a little bit. Adamore's going for it again on Saber. Morimel's really giving us the info, where I'm not. So it's lots of little battles here. I'm trying to keep on track of all of them. It's kind of difficult. This P3 battle is a little bit closer, I think. A little bit closer. Oh, Gamer! You legend! Thank you so much as well. Everybody's at it. It's a train. Absolute train. Thank you again, absolute legends. Bonjour Storm runs a little bit deep there into the left. That's going to give Trevor Nick a really good run here. Look at that gap come down here. It's going to be 0.2 of a second. Let's have a look what happens here into the right-hander. No, Trevor Nick stays behind for now. Stays behind. Lovely stuff from these two. I'm sure Bonjour Storm will be much happy as well, having a good clean race for Trevor Nick. It's good to see. It's good to see a comeback as well. It's really good. As we head towards turn 1, Trevor Nick closing. Look at that, it's under 0.2 now. Bonjour Storm using all the circuit there. You often see that in... Oh, Saber and Christian, you legends, thank you so much. Oh, I don't know what to say. I wish my announcements were on, but they're not. But thank you again, very much appreciated. But here we go, here's a battle for P3. Trevor Nick looking down the inside of Bonjour Storm into the braking zone. No, not again. Has to pull back in for now. Trevor Nick maybe lining Bonjour Storm up, I don't know. Thank you again, you legends, for donating, very much appreciated. Tyre wear and fuel is off for this series. I don't believe it in Gran Turismo. I'm very much more of a sprint race kind of guy. Let's see what happens in this race. Oh, Adamo gets it all sorts of wrong, leaving the right-hander. It's going to give Hansa a really good run here. Hansa up to P10. So the two reserve drivers, Hansa and Andy, well, there's quite a few reserve drivers in here, but Hansa and Andy came in at the very last minute, in terms of last minute, and yeah, Hansa up to P10, Andy P11. But Adamo's going to keep that position for now. And that gap between Meisen and Bonjour Storm down again. It looks like Meisen's made a mistake somewhere, because that's just about to drop under 2 seconds. 1.8 seconds, 1.7, 1.6. It's unbelievable this now. And what's also unbelievable is you guys. Benson, thank you so much. Honestly, donation train or what? My word, thank you so much. Oh, honestly, it just makes me feel good, because obviously I put a lot of effort into this stuff, so I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Oh, Trevor Nick runs a little bit wide there. I say, I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. And we're going to lap number 11 now, so literally, we've got a lot to, we've got not very many laps to go, and a lot of racing still to come, I think, in all of this. And Todd, I'll see your 5 rating. Oh my word, thank you. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much, folks, honestly. I don't know what else to say other than just thank you, thank you, thank you. Legends, all of you are legends. Even if you're just watching, you're legends, honestly, and supporting and liking and do whatever. You're legends. Heading back to this P3 battle as Bonjour Storm is now 1.2 seconds, 1.1 seconds behind Maizen now. I think Waze has broken away and Maizen's going to come under all sorts of pressure from Bonjour Storm. Oh wow, fair play with the Battle of the Beatles podium. As we come in towards the right-hander. Bonjour Storm goes a little bit deep there. See, that's one of the things you find when following a car up ahead and you go, I can catch these. So you really start pushing on. Now, the one thing here is Hobie could get involved in this as well. We've got a 4-way scrap for that P2 position. We've just jumped to Hansa and Adamor there. Hansa's just made the move on Adamor. Oh, Adamor, be careful. Oh, I saw it coming. I saw it coming. My word, that was close. And Saber, you legend. Thank you again. Oh, my word. Thank you, folks, honestly. It's very much appreciated. It really, really is. As you probably realise I am losing my voice here as well. But let's have a look at this this move that Hans did for that P9 position. So it was a cutback. It looks like on the old hairpin. They're side by side. No, Hans was on the inside. Adam was on the outside. The only reason I can tell that is because of the way Adam was going ahead here into the braking zone. They went side by side. And Hans just gets the tyres lovely on the inside there. And Adamo makes that little bit of a mistake, touching the old gravel. So we continue on. Battle for P2 now, I would argue. Bonjour Storm broken away from Trevor Nick a little bit. And they're catching Maizen. And oh my, Gamer! Thank you so much. I'll see your 5 and raise 5 and rise it by 5 again. Oh my word. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you, honestly. Absolute legends. Posse Wave went by Andy Reeves. I will have missed that. I'll have missed the tag as well. Apologies for missing that. This battle for... is it P1 or is it P2? I can't really tell. There's 5 people in with a chance for a victory here. It's not very much separating all these drivers, and Slipstream could bring it into play. They really could. We've got a big battle further back here. It's P11. So this is that Posse Wave and Andy Reeves battle. Andy Reeves has dropped down to P number 12 now. Thank you again, anyone who has donated, honestly. It's very much appreciated. Even more so because the announcements aren't on. Like, literally, I'm going to make sure that the announcements are on in the future. I like to make it clean for the commentaries. So, you know, it'll be in an unusual place to what it normally is. As we watch Andy Reeves here. Continuing on, trying to catch Posse Wave. Posse Wave goes a little bit deep here. And through they go. Saber! Thank you! Start streaming card games, GT2 mainstream. What, you mean go to Hearthstone, whatever it's called? Poker Stars. Yeah, but I don't want to lose money. I mean, I'm alright at poker, but RNG in those games is a little bit weird. Let's be real. Looking at Maizen now. Through we go. 1.5 seconds off Waze and actually catching. And Bonjour Storm's catching Maizen. And Tronic's just dropped off a little bit here from Hobie. Rapid GT! Thanks for the great entertainment. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, honestly. That's the main thing I can say is if you're enjoying it, I'm happy because, as I said, I put a lot of work. Today, all I've done is this. All I've done, start to finish. Non-stop. I woke up, I did all the Fugu FrenZy stuff today. It all got finally rendered today. I had to redo the grid walk. I redid all the qualifying stuff. Everything was done today because Premiere Pro was just playing up for the past 2 days. So I'm really glad you're enjoying it. But oh, here we go. The battle for P2's on. Because Bonjour Storm has caught up to Maizen. The thing here is Bonjour Storm has to be careful because Bonjour Storm could win this race. Waze is only up the road. Waze has actually done a 42.6 as well in this race. That's a good effort with that time. But look at this. We've got 5 cars in for a shout of a victory. We've got 4 laps to go essentially. But Bonjour Storm all over the back of Maizen. Looking to try and get the move done early, I think here. Really all over the back of them. So that's 1.5 tenths. 1.5 tenths. So we head towards the right-hander here. And not going to make the move. Oh, Maizen's gone too deep. Maizen's gone too deep. Bonjour Storm on the inside here. On the inside into the last corner. And gets the move done. Sublime move that. Really well. Well executed. Well done. Very opportunistic. Vulcan as you legend. Thank you so much. Thanks for the racing, Tidgney. No problem. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Honestly, thank you, everybody. Very much appreciated. But Bonjour Storm into P2. Into turn 1 we go. And through. Eisen's got a bit of a run there. We're going to have dirt on his tyres though. So Bonjour Storm going to have to go defensive here. Let's see what happens. They need to not fight to catch waves, if I'm honest. But it depends what Meisen's goal is here. In towards the right hand we go. Hello, Mahata. And Bonjour Storm keeps that position for now. It looks like Meisen got too much oversteer there. So they continue out of that. Trevor Nick going to potentially get involved. Hobie's in there as well. Todd, you legend again. This much money tipping involves a brass pole and some hair metal. I mean, I can get out the pole if you really want me to. I mean, what? Cheers again. Thank you very much, you legends. Thank you so much. Bonjour Storm, P2. As through we go. Meisen getting all sorts of oversteer there. 2.1 seconds. Graham, you legend. Sod it. It's a lemming train. Choo choo. Thank you so. Podium. Oh my word. Thank you. Honestly, thank you so much. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Honestly, thank you so much. As you know, you inspired the Battle of Beatles, which is why you are called Grandfather, by loads of tea for the new place. Thank you so much. There will be plenty of tea in the new house. Thank you so much. Rapids calling Bonjour Storm to win it. Now, that will be interesting to see. Thank you again for all the donations. Very much appreciated. Very, very much appreciated. We've got a cracking battle for P2 here. A little bit of contact there. Oh, huge contact. I think Meisen's going to let Bonjour Storm back. It is indeed good sportsmanlike conduct. Made a mistake. And recovers it well. Bonjour Storm's going to be all over the place a little bit with the tyres. I think Meisen may very well bumper draft Bonjour Storm. I think he has there. So good sportsmanlike conduct there. That's what we like to see. You know, you make a mistake. We all make mistakes. We're human. Rectifies it. And then they continue racing now. They can continue racing at this point because now it's racing. So, wow. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant sportsmanlike conduct there from everybody. And we continue racing. Now a 3 wide. Very good save as well by Bonjour Storm. We continue on now towards the right hand. It looks like Waze is going to win this. It's going to be Bonjour Storm, Meisen, Trevor it down the inside. And Meisen here. Oh, gets it stopped potentially on the apex. Lovely, lovely, lovely overtake there. Hobie's getting involved now as well. Meisen's dropped 2 positions because of that. Trevor Nick up into P3. The podium. Oh, Hobie's gone. Hobie into the barrier. No. No, not again. Hobie, that's 2 rounds in a row. Oh, Hobie, Hobie, Hobie. We'll try and have a quick look at that. Where's Hobie in all of this? Oh, Hobie, Hobie, Hobie. A big F. Your favourite line, oh my word. This is an oh my word moment for sure. Stops it, accelerates out. Oh, does the... Oh, that's the horrible one where you just put your wheel on the AstroTurf and you fly out. So, yeah, Hobie's trying to get out of the way there. Jaeger goes up. I'm assuming Bazinga goes up as well into that position. He does indeed. Hobie down to P7 then. Wow, what an interesting end to this race this is going to be. We're about to head on to the penultimate lap here with Bonjour Storm in P2. Trevor Nick in P3. Meisen just runs a little bit wide there. It's going to be a battle for P2 this. I think Waze has got the victory here. So we continue on to that penultimate lap now. I learned that word, by the way, from Murray Walker back on Formula 1 96. Actually got me a mark in technology, I think it was, in school. Because they were like, what does penultimate mean? I was like, I know this because of racing games. But Bonjour Storm 4 tenths ahead of Trevor Nick at the moment. So currently keeping that P2 position. What fights are happening further down the grid? We've got Bazinga and Hobie. They're going to probably go at it very soon again because Hobie did make that mistake earlier on. And Hobie was further up the grid. You just see the battle in the distance there. Bonjour Storm just keeping that P2 position for now. As we continue now towards the right-hander. And line astern for now. Let's jump to the P2 battle. Bonjour Storm under all sorts of pressure. Trevor Nick goes down the inside here. Trevor Nick down the inside into the right-hander. Gets it stopped. Lovely move. Bonjour Storm going for the cutback potentially here. Going to try it. Get some momentum through. There we go. Bonjour Storm back up into P2 briefly, I think, here. But Trevor Nick's going to have the inside for the left-hander. What a move by Trevor Nick here. If it pulls off, but Bonjour Storm trying to go around the outside. I think there might have been a tiny bit of contact, but nothing major. And through we go. And Bonjour Storm keeps that position for now just from Trevor Nick. Oh my word, what a fight we've got going on to the final lap then between these two drivers. It's a battle for P2. It's Bonjour Storm and Trevor Nick. They've been fighting the entire race. They have been fighting this fight. It was P3, it's now for P2. Let's see what they can do on the very last lap. Who's going to get it? Who's your money on? Is it Bonjour Storm or is it Trevor Nick? Put your comment in the chat right now. Who's getting this victory as Bonjo Storm runs a little bit wide there? That's going to cost him some momentum. You can see that straight away. The gap's coming down to 4 tenths. It's now going down to 3.5 tenths. It's going to be up to 3 tenths then as we head towards turn number 1 for the final time of 17. Into the right-hander we go. And Bonjo Storm and Trevor Nick nail it beautifully through there. But Trevor Nick a little bit more, I think. Look at that. The gap is coming down. It's 2 tenths. It's 1.5 tenths now. It's going to get closer and closer and closer and closer. The winner's livery is, oh no, I know. As we continue on towards the right-hander here. Trevor Nick looking potentially to go for the move. Not quite here. Going to leave it maybe for turn number 3. We'll wait and see. Through there we go. Trevor Nick gets a really good run. Really, really good run there, I think, for Trevor Nick, but not quite. Maybe he's just tapped Bonjo Storm, I don't know. And that's caused him to bounce back a little bit. You know, GT's ping-pong physics. We continue on now towards the right-hander. Bonjo Storm still got the lead for this P2 fight at the moment. Into towards the braking zone. There you go. Bonjo Storm has to drive perfectly now because Trevor Nick is driving a very clean, very spotless race here. And it's been really, really good driving from Trevor Nick. I'm going to say Trevor Nick is probably up there with one of my votes for sportsmanlike conduct already in this championship as we head towards the left-hander. And still Bonjo Storm has it for now. I think Waze has just slowed down a little bit to make sure he gets the victory here. As through the left we go. Oh, it's 2 tenths separates these drivers. 2 tenths. What's going to happen as we head now towards the last sector here? The battle for P2. Bonjo Storm versus Trevor Nick. Into the right-hander we go. Bonjo Storm went a little bit defensive there. A little bit defensive. It's still Bonjo Storm's. We'll jump to Waze in a second. Bonjo Storm's going to get this, I think. So there's Waze, your winner of split 4. Bonjo Storm in P2. Trevor Nick P3. Meisen there in P number 4. P5 for Jaeger. Went up the grid there. Did Jaeger. P6 for Bazinga. P7 for Hobie. I feel for Hobie a little bit in that one. Second week in a row. Hansa P8. That's a good result for Hansa there. P9 for Semicolon. We have P10 for Adamore. Happy to see Adamore actually racing here. P11 for Pussy Wave. Andy Reeves is going to come home in P12. Didn't even know he was racing until literally like 3 minutes before the race started. So good effort there by Andy Reeves. And then we're going to have Aldi. There we go. Aldi, there we go. Said that twice. So Trevor Nick's teammate here, Aldi. Going to come home in P13. And then finally, we've got the red bat machine. If you don't like spiders, look away now. Magic's here, going for the full send it. Oh, no! No! Oh, he's going for the full send at the end. Oh, I should have gone for the reverse finish there, Magic's here. But that is the final race of Fugu FrenZy this evening. What a fight between those two. Hanzo, what a race. Thank you so much for that donation, mate. Absolute legend. What a race indeed. What a cracking race to finish off the whole Red Bull Ring, to be honest with you. I know some people were worried a little bit about it, but even so. Lunchbox. Well done, Trev. Absolutely. Trevo Nick. Superb clean driving. Like, I would say he was exceptionally clean because he actually pulled out a moves that I think he could have had in that one. So, you know, he was showing such good sportsmanlike conduct. That, you know, shout out for that. It really was. You could see it. Like, unbelievable stuff from that. But Bonjo Storm as well, a cracking race. Waze, congratulations on your race victory there. We might have to talk to you about the livery because that is a little bit Peggy 18. But even so, we didn't see much of it because you were out in front all the time. But yeah, clock the livery. Bonjo Storm P2, Trevor Nick P3, Meisen P4 there. Good sportsmanlike conduct by Meisen, letting Bonjo Storm back on circuit and bumper drafting him to get him going again in the race. Jaeger P5, Bazinga P6, Hobie P7. I feel for Hobie a little bit there, just with that spin towards the end. Oh, honestly, he was on there for a potential podium, maybe. We then have Hansa. Good effort by Hansa to come in as a reserve there. Semicolon as well. Adamore, another reserve. We had quite a few reserves in this one. Posse Wave in there. Andy Reeves in P12. In P13 was Aldi and P14 for Magic's here. They are obviously your provisional results in case of any incidents or penalties that may happen. I didn't really see anything too bad in that one, so I'm not really expecting anything in this lobby, but we don't know. It's up to the drivers how they decide and talk to each other and how they see fit. This is a fun championship, obviously, so we try and let drivers speak to themselves. I hope you've all enjoyed today's racing. It's been absolutely fantastic. Sorry if I was I'm not talkative today. As I say, I was pushing hard to try and make sure this went as a success, and I think it was. Thank you to every single driver who has competed. Thank you to every single driver who qualified. Thank you to every single person who has watched, donated, liked the stream, commented, just enjoyed the overall stream. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to leave you with the outro. The outro you are so familiar with in terms of Fugu FrenZy, but I hope to see you again very soon for more Fugu FrenZy action round 3, which is at Fuji Short.